Nengi table, if he was in HOH and I've broken it.
Table breakers.
Oh, if he wasn't here?
Yes.
So I and Prince have recently, gotten closer in like the past week or so. I think it's genuine.
So why are you smiling at me? Gone are those days. Remember when you used to smile at me that I would not be able to not smile.
If I don't have your moon button, I have the panel. I didn't even expect that Watoni was going to openly say that she likes me.
That took so much courage, knowing that there was already this person. I don't know if she knew about Tola. Okay, I think she knew about Tola's own. That was why she laid back.
I don't like the energy when someone that I like or someone I consider as my friend sees me in the morning and just says that and doesn't speak to me the whole of the day.
First of all, Nengi avoids me, and I feel it's because of you. And I would rather have my friend than have issues because of you. I don't even know what is really going on with Nengi. I don't understand it. But then there's also Tola on the other hand. We don't even talk again. And everything is centered around you. I feel like you really need to, make things clear. Like, if you're with Nengi, make it clear so that there's no other party that is beefing other parties.
I don't know what you talk about with Nengi and Watoni. That's what I was going to say. And apparently this is an octagon. It's not even a triangle.
What did they do? Can't I just be friends with all of you?
I don't know.
What do you mean by you don't?
No, I can't even give you friendship anyway. Why? You can just be cordial.
Why can't you give me friendship?
I already have enough friends.
Watoni, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so tell us about, this liking Prince and, wanting something and thinking Nengi is the picture and then wondering why Tolani Badge is appearing and then how that played out for you.
First, I need to establish something. From the onset, getting into the house was a win. And for me, getting in there was just to have fun.
Oh, Tony.
Chill. I'm getting somewhere.
Okay, go ahead.
So now, I was actually enjoying the dynamics of the house. From the onset, there was the Erica dynamics, when there was the elbowing thing. Then for me, it was just me seeing things as an observer from the outside. Only difference is I was in the house saying, okay, there's this one. It's not like, okay, I like Prince. Doesn't mean I want to chase it in the house. Oh, I want to be with him, or I want to date him, or I want to be doing things with him, or no. It didn't mean that way. I didn't mean it that way. Besides, if I really wanted to chase Prince, I would not tell T-Badge. Oh, yeah. Or I won't openly tell them, these are my last cards. Or, okay, I like Prince.
You were friends with T-Badge.
Yeah.
So you could tell her.
She knew. Like I told you, both knew that I liked so person.
Okay.
It was obviously Cruz.
Wait, you liked him?
Yes, but not in that way.
Did you like him?
Yes, I did.
Did you mind having anything with him?
No, I didn't want to have anything with him.
So what was the point of saying you like him to people? What was the point of it?
Just for entertainment, maybe. And I kept telling Prince, if you like a girl, apply pressure. To me, it was like I was throwing him. I was just there, in the house, but watching, okay, you and you be together, let me just be watching the you and you being together and stuff. Like, I was basically coupling people up, because already that was what was happening from the onset. If I never put myself in the situation that it was just happening. I never put myself in the situation that, okay, I must be with this person. If I wanted to do that.
If I ask you now, you say you can't remember.
Sorry, my boy, sorry.
It was not a situation of, okay, I'm throwing myself to this person, or already I didn't have a go-to person. So the least or the most I could do was talk to maybe 3 people. You like this person, and that was what was happening. It wasn't even ameba to me. It was what was going on. You like this person, okay. It was like I was just throwing. I didn't really want to. I wasn't looking for man. They didn't like my taste anyway.
But would you say the same thing now if it had worked between you and Prince? If Prince had picked you...
possible.
No, wait, no, just one question. If Prince had picked you instead of Tolani, would you be saying the same thing now that was Cruz?
Yes, because I would have not still dated.
Just checking. Just checking.
You fish.
Yeah, just checking.
You told me, excuse me, Ibuka, you told me what?
To apply pressure with T-Badge.
No, you didn't tell me to apply pressure with anybody.
I did.
The part where we were having the conversation and she was there was in the beginning, like I said, the midnight crew, where everybody was asking everybody, who do you like? You get
There were many conversations.
and Tricky, you were there when you guys were talking about the whole part about they are moving trains. If you like anybody, pursue the person. Do you get? So now you could have also be slightly sending an information that if you like me, pursue me.
No, I was direct though.
Come on.
I never said that.
Tricky, you were kind of close to Watoni.
Yep.
I don't know if you were that close at that point, but did you think it was cruise for her? Or do you think she actually liked him?
I know she liked him.
Okay.
If she says it's cruise, that would be up to her to decide. But I know she said it, that we've had conversation that she liked him. That she likes him. But at that time, there were other contenders in the arena. So because there were other contenders in the arena, she'd be like, you know what? Let me just slow. But it was pretty clear that I know she liked Prince. But I don't know if
so let me get
cruise.
something clear. Are you saying that she liked Prince, but because there were other contenders, she didn't want to make it too obvious?
I would say so.
Okay.
I would say
Dorothy,
so,
what
yeah.
do you think?
I don't think anything, to be honest.
You've actually been whispering here, so you definitely think something.
I mean, the one thing I saw was on his birthday, when herself and Watoni, Tolani and Watoni sat down and King Kong, okay, was he you that said King Kong? Sorry? He was in the middle and there was a back and forth. And I remember watching the clip when Tolani was like, oh, if you wanted to be here, you'd have taken an excuse, so or something like that. And she had to leave.
And I apologized.
And she had to leave. So in my head, I'm like, okay, obviously, they both like him. And maybe she feels threatened by the others or something like that. But
Who's that, Watoni?
Yeah, Watoni.
Feels threatened.
But she obviously did like him. What I'm not sure of is whether it was Cruz or not. Because one time it was Prince.
Did you believe that it was Cruz?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I don't know what she was on about. Because one time it was Prince, then it was Eric, then it was Bright O. I don't know. So maybe it was Cruz, like she said. But that's her business stuff. Has nothing to do with
What's up?
So tell us how you got into this. Because with Prince, there was Nengi, then Watoni was hovering around. There was also some Dora in the corner. And then you just appeared.
Yeah.
How did that happen and what did you think?
First
Because
of all,
for a lot of people, you were a friend.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you
So
now?
first of all, I didn't
elbow?
know that Dora was in the picture until I got out.
It was a very
house.
brief moment.
Very brief.
Yeah.
But I didn't know about that. With Prince, I liked him at the time. I felt like he was attractive. We had good conversation, and that was about it. Our dance moves on the dance floor, chemistry, that was it. I don't remember how exactly I entered the picture, but I remember when Prince came up to me and he was like, okay, it's you that I'm feeling, and I'm just like...
He just came up to you one day.
I don't remember, but I know it was a conversation in the garden. He was
Before
saying...
that, were you guys vibing already?
Yeah, we're vibing.
This information is
We're vibing mostly on the dance floors. That's what we used to vibe. So we had a conversation in the garden, and he was like, you know, he's ready to be done with the triangle and whatnot, and it's me that he wants. And I remember letting him know that I didn't believe him at the time, and it was because Nengi had rejected him. That's why he came to me as a second. That's what I said.
Okay.
I said multiple times that I am not a second option, but he tried to convince me, gaslight me, like, no, it's really you that I want. And honestly, I regret getting into that entanglement because it has caused nothing but embarrassment.
How so?
Bruh, embarrassments on social media, embarrassments from his family members, embarrassments online just in general, because it could have been something I could have avoided.
So what were the conversations he was having with you? What
Mostly saying that we're not going to be friends, that this relationship must work.
Okay.
Did I lie? I did not lie. You don't have to answer me, but I did not lie.
Yeah.
And me, they're trying to portray me as being desperate. As you see me like this, I'm a baddie. I'm a baddie. I don't struggle to get men's attention. I have men in my hand like this. So that agenda of Tolani Badge being desperate did it. Because I know who I am. I'm a baddie. Okay? Thank you.
So, thank you for that amazing moment.
wonderful.
Can I
No, come
provide
back to you. Calm down. Did you know there was Watoni in the mix at the time?
I know that there was Watoni in the mix, but she didn't really care about the prince eventually. Eventually.
Before
But
that.
she liked him at the time, and she
Okay.
just came up to me like, you know what? You can have Prince if you want him. I'm out of the mix. And then she went for Bright O, of course, you know. And I still
Titanic.
support that ship. But she just basically freed it. She said, you know, she's tired of being in triangles, and she should just do whatever she wants. And you get what I mean? And I'm really hurt that you were really using me to catch cruise after when I realized that you really were not feeling me in the house. Though I questioned you times and times, were you playing a game? You said, no, you were not playing a game. I watched clips, my sister showed me clips, my family showed me clips, and you're using me to catch cruise. That gaslighting was so unnecessary. You did not need to be with me, because I hate the fact that I'm always embarrassed online because of you. I don't want Prince's name and Tolani Badge's name to be in the same sentence, okay? Prince is his own individual, Tolani Badge is her own individual. Let it be like that, okay? I've not spoken to him since last year, November. We don't have a friendship, we don't have a relationship, and that is that, okay? We can be cordial. I don't know, maybe I'll think about it, I'll sleep and think it can be cordial, but that embarrassment was a lot, and I sincerely regret it.
I find out that all of this while that we're together and it seemed like we're trying to work stuff out, you were busy looking at your best friend as per se's boyfriend in the house.
Yeah.
What does that speak of you?
If you were man enough, maybe I wouldn't have been doing that. You should have stepped up and been a man. Wanted to use Neo to make you jealous and let you know how a man should be.
Prince, you and Wathoni, first of all, what was that about?
Like I said in the house at the time, when I walk into a place and there are a couple of people who catch my fancy and I like them, and first of all, I try to be friends with them to try to, you know, find out. And I remember saying that to her a couple of times. You know, get to know these people and see if, because for me, it's not just about the physical. It's more than the physical. It's your personality, you know, other things that had to do with you. So if you're pretty and everything, that's good. What about what's on the inside? So as at that time, Wathoni and I were cool. We used to vibe and everything. I had conversation. I think.
Did she tell you she liked you?
Oh yeah, she did.
Okay.
And I remember she was the first.
Did you think he was Cruz?
Nah,
Okay.
honestly didn't think it was Cruz.
Okay.
Because I was the first person that she told about the whole, how her son was conceived in the house. Am I right? Yes, I am.
Was it tricky?
I don't know who. I don't know.
Either or.
I was, because you told me that you've not had that conversation with anybody, that, and you were like, oh, if you tell me, I wouldn't believe you. That was the, and so we were going, and I didn't think it was Cruz, because the part where she started wanting to not be in the mix was when she started complaining that she's having issues with Tolani and Nengi because of me. And like from the clip you played, she said, pick a person so that I don't have to be here.
Who's that, Wathoni now?
Yeah, Wathoni.
Saying pick one of the three.
So that I don't have to be in this mix, because she didn't like the fact that Nengi was avoiding her. And I think there was even a whole altercation that they had in the party room. In the party room. About someone not dancing with me and all of that. And that was that. So as at the time, then I was like, okay, it's cool. And like I obviously said before, that I had already decided that if I was still having a back and forth with Nengi, I'm going to walk away from that situation. I don't want to be in that as well. So it's just like everybody didn't want to be in a triangle. Nengi obviously didn't want to be in one. She didn't want to be in one. Nobody wanted to be in one. And they became this tag that they gave me in the house, like, oh, king of pyramids and all of that. And they kept saying it over and over, and it kind of became annoying. So I was like, okay, I don't want this, so I'm just going to. I think that's what Tricky and I were talking about, and that was when I said, oh, I'm going to remove myself from the Nengi and all those situations.
Okay, I was thinking about Wathoni.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay.
You decided on.
Yeah.
Did you tell her that, or she just realized?
I think I don't remember if I did tell her.
So how did we get here?
So like after the conversation that we had, that was when I now told her that, oh, I like you, and it's not because I'm not cool with this person. I made a conscious decision to move away from this. I like you, and I wasn't gaslighting her. I actually did like her at the time, and I was sincere about the whole thing. That was why I tried to make it work. But over time, it looked like we had conflicting personalities. There were things that she wanted me to do that I wasn't really comfortable doing. There were...
Like what?
She said she really loved PDA, and I'm not really a PDA kind of person. And she tried to stop me from... I've already told you that I'm with you. Doesn't mean I have to stop being friends with other people. So you don't have to have issues with them. So if we are having... if we're in the same space and I'm talking to somebody who you felt threatened by, and don't tell me to stop talking to the person. The person is as much as my friend. And we're in the same house. I'm going to keep seeing these people every day. I can't just... It's very daunting to see someone and you want to have a conversation with the person and you can't because of this person told you not to. Not because you have a personal problem with that person, but because this person said, don't talk to this person. So that was, and other factors that she was saying, oh, I don't make her happy. And a lot of things, you know, there was a lot of factors. And she always wanted me to be with her 24/7. And I also reiterated the fact that when I'm with you, like I said, I enjoyed having some certain conversations about science and sports and a lot of things with Tricky, Lakon, and some other people in the house where you wouldn't want to participate in those things and you would be by yourself and you expect me to leave and come be with you, and we're not doing anything fun, as per se. So it will get boring over time.
So, okay,
So those were the issues that we had. So I don't understand this whole gaslighting thing. And I also remember a place where she said that she felt like Dora made me happy.
I said that you guys had a better relationship. You guys had.
Can I catch a break?
Well, let me speak though.
Oh.
You guys had a better relationship. You guys had better chemistry. That's all I said. When we were together, we had nothing to talk about. That's all I was saying.
I tried to make it work. You come out and you see stuff that was going on that I had no part of because I was in the house at the same time that you were in the house. So whatever that was happening on the outside, I can't take responsibility for it.
What made you feel like you were being gaslighted?
I feel like he never really had interest in me from the very beginning.
What did he do that made you feel that way?
Nengi rejected him.
Okay.
How can one person reject you and you're ready to move on? Like, life does not happen like that. You need time to heal.
V, is that what you saw? I'll come to you. Did you see gaslighting?
I wouldn't say gaslighting, but I remember Tolani Badge asking me questions about, you know, what do you think? I need your advice. And I said that it was obvious that Prince liked Nengi and also that the situation was very messy and she should get herself out of it. The most I can do is advice.
Yeah.
So she did her thing and we all watched and I had nothing to say about the whole situation.
I never gaslighted her. I did like her. And like V said, you can like multiple people at the same time. That's why you try to be friends with them and know which one you clicked with the most. And the problems that we had were not from my side. It was things that where I tried to work on, but she didn't.
How so?
She said, oh, she wanted me to spend more time with her. I tried to spend more time with her. I tried to be nicer. I tried to tell her nicer stuff. You know, I tried to have conversations with her. But it was almost as if it was draining me as at the time. But no matter how much I tried, it was as if nothing I ever did pleased her. And then I find out that all of this while that we're together and it seemed like we're trying to work stuff out, you were busy looking at your best friend's, as per se, boyfriend in the house.
Dead.
What does that speak of you?
Prince, really? That's what you think? If you were man enough, maybe I wouldn't have been doing that. You should have stepped up and been a man. But I wanted to use Neo to make you jealous and let you know how a man should be, because you're definitely not a man. This one talk shit. Who the are you? You're the chill. You're the
Hey, I am a bitter leaf, I am a witch, and I accept it.
Period.
I accept it.
I like that.
I want to come to V now because something also came up here, which was it gives it a bit of a branch, and it was the situation that you mentioned, that Prince mentioned, V, where Neo came into the picture with Tolani Badge. Tell us about that. What you thought, or your thought process was with that.
Firstly, I didn't know anything was going on until the whole eviction night where you vacuumed 3 people out of the house. I remember you were already asking people questions about the whole situation whilst Tolani was still in the house. And it still wasn't sinking in because I was thinking, Tolani can't do that. Then when she now left, that's when you asked Erica a question, and I wish she was here because I'm very intrigued. So Tolani mentioned something. She's not desperate. She didn't like Neo. She didn't do this. Firstly, it's painful. It's painful because, like, what do you gain from something like that? Because, like I said a lot, I can admit, I have bad mouth, and I was annoyed. I yabbed Tolani anyhow when she left because it came from a place of hurt because I could never. And well, lie to lie, Tolani, your friends will be watching you on TV, they'll be scared. What? You can do that to somebody that... Like, I had nothing bad to say about Tolani Badge before. And the fact that after, when I came out the house, when she had the interview with you, and she was also saying, oh, if Neo comes out and he still wants to... So it's the desperation you're saying you don't have. It's there, my dear.
Are you mad that you're blocked or you're trying to cause a scene? Because who the are you?
Okay. Excuse me, shift.
Who the are you? Oh. Since you want to talk shit, this is the are you? You're the chill. You're the you ever your life.
Can you
talk
see?
to me like that?
You're you at me.
And I will throw another one at you again.
Okay,
if you want to come to me, come to my face.
Everybody,
you have mouth on there. You have Twitter fingers, but you can't come to my face.
Twitter fingers?
You have Twitter fingers. Yes, you do.
Twitter fingers?
You have Twitter fingers.
Okay, I'll wait for Tolani Badge to sit down. I'll wait for the baddest
sitting down to sit down. Because I am the baddest. That's my title.
Anyway.
Thank you for giving me that.
Okay.
And I will have my seat like the princess that I am.
Oh, you said you would stand like
Shut
the bad
up. Make your point so we can ask the next question. Okay. Yeah, pause. Neo, I'm sorry, but this does not involve you.
You can actually done.
I'm sorry.
It does, like, you just straight to your heart. You should calm down. No, chill. You should calm. No. I'm not gonna beat you, but you just calm down.
And Ebuka,
calm down.
She speak now.
And that's my problem. You asked me a question, I'm telling you how I feel. She threw a pillow at me. There's 2 types of people, yeah? The people that can answer a question like a polite lady, like I am. Okay, remove your mask.
Make your points. Make your points.
And you know what? This just goes to show, I feel like she's always had something against me because there's no friend I will ever have. I will see them in a happy situation, whether they're boyfriend or girlfriend or not, and try to deception. I saw the venom in her face.
That's why I stopped being friends with you, because you're a bitter leaf, okay?
I'm a
bitter
leaf.
You're the one that will cook pepper stew and say, oh no, ulcer people cannot eat. Okay. Not big. Okay. You should stop talking like that. You're a wicked soul. You're a wicked soul. People with ulcer cannot eat my food. Stop acting like you're a good person. You're actually a bad person.
I am a good person.
You're actually a good person. You're actually a good person.
And this is the thing. Okay, don't let social media
like you're perfect. You're not.
Okay, I am a bitter leaf. I am a witch. And I accept it.
Fine.
I accept it.
I like that.
Thank you.
I like that.
Now, okay, as I was saying, because you asked me a question about how I feel, and I'm going to tell you how I feel.
Felix.
And it's very triggering for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
that you came out of the house, coming after. Throw another one.
I'll
throw another one.
And I will throw another one. You here?
Right here. Come here. Tolani, I'm sitting here right now.
I beg.
Right now.
You know,
based on what? Like, what are you doing this for?
I'm sitting down right now.
You have Twitter fingers, right? You have Twitter fingers, right?
I'm sitting here right now.
Anything you say that's disrespectful, I will teach you that I'm not your mate, okay? I'll teach you I'm not your mate.
We could do it at the hotel, we can do it, I'm right here.
Okay, girl. I like that you have mouth. Hotel is better. I'm not followers. You have mouth on Twitter, right? You have mouth on Twitter.
I'm right.
We can go there. Okay? We can go there.
Do you care?
I think that we shouldn't talk about the Twitter thing, because
it's coming.
No, everybody tweets.
What's on you get me, yeah?
Talk your
So people are now seeing this.
No, I'm not.
Okay, let us finish.
I will smack you, what? Sorry? I will smack you silly. I will smack you silly. And it might be at the hotel, shall we?
Let's do it. Anyway,
I will be there.
I will pull that point. When you see Tolani badge, you go this way. Watch and see.
Tolani,
watch and see.
Tolani,
watch and see. Don't Tolani me, boy. Answer Ebuka's question.
Ebuka, let me just be very blunt and real with you.
Do what you got to do.
This whole show that Tolani's badge is putting up is too much. It's been a thing. We watched it in the house. I'm the baddest. You have nothing to say. You have an issue with me. Saw me at Niggas Party, you didn't say anything. You've seen me outside, you haven't said anything.
Because I want to smack you on TV. Because I want to smack you on TV. And let your beehive know that you are not about that life.
Once.
I haven't
called myself a bad once.
I'm a bad
If you don't know who you are,
I know who I am.
And it triggered you. Because what?
Bro, I can throw another pillow at you.
And I'll be sitting here still. You can remove my eyebrow. I'll be sitting. You can beat
It's your
I'll
mouth for me. It's your mouth. And I'll beat you at the hotel. I promise you. I will let you know that Tolani badge is not the one.
Let her just talk.
T badge is not the one. Okay? Thank you.
Let them your show because this is on live TV for the world to see. For the world to see.
Shut up.
Anyway, like I said,
you're perfect, but you're not.
Like I said, Ebuka, I was insulted, I was hurt, and I just don't appreciate anything that she did. And after when she left and I yabbed her, it came from a place of pain, and I have every single right to be angry because what was the need? What was it? Because
you thought you were very good.
Yeah, and I saw the conversation we had with Erica. And Erica was like, if you can do this to V, you can do it to me. And she was like, I can't do it because, Kid is like my brother. Then she had the interview with you. She waited for Neo. She said, when Neo comes out and if he wants to be with me, he can be with me. How's that going? He's right behind you.
I'm actually in a healthy relationship. You don't know that?
In a healthy relationship?
I don't post it on social media, but I'm in a healthy relationship with a man that treats me like a jewel. Sorry. You said something.
She's not saying you're a runs girl.
6'5" if you want to know.
Okay. She's not saying you're a runs girl, boy.
I'm a runs girl.
About me.
You know what you look like. Are you for money?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Don't touch anybody. From free behind you.
We know that.
Check out.
You understand?
We know your story, Peckham. We know. Peckham.
I'm from
Clapham.
What upset you so much to get to the point where you felt it was okay to want your friend's man and also reiterate it after?
First of all, I never wanted Neo. What I wanted to do was to make Prince jealous, one. And the reason why I'm mad at this girl right here is because of some words that she used a day after I got evicted, some words that should never be in the same sentence with Tolani Badge's name. Words that I'm not going to repeat because those are words that I'm not, okay?
She's in the house. You are out now, so you have a lot more information. She's in the house. She just hears something.
Yeah.
My friend, my man, you can see where she's coming from. So I'm trying to understand what got you there.
It's Neo that had the conversation with Erica.
Were you in the conversation?
No.
So how did you get into it?
Erica that came to tell me, Neo, this is what we cast you. Neo had a conversation. Hold on. Neo had a conversation with Erica saying, oh my God, I'm just noticing that Tolani Badge is fine.
Ozo was there.
Is that, no, it was just you. Pause. It was just you and Erica creating a game for the games night. I remember you guys were doing some paper stuff. And then you asked me, Tolani, do you like PDA? Randomly, I'm just in the garden. I'm just like, what did this question come from? Tolani Badge, do you like PDA? So we are playing this game now, Friday night. And then I asked Erica, like, why did Neo just randomly ask me, Tolani, do you like PDA? He said, he's just noticing you tonight. He likes the way you did your hair, blah, 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 blah. He's feeling you. I said, if he's feeling you, perfect opportunity to use Prince to be jealous, to make Prince jealous. Literally, that's all I said. Me and Neo's relationship in the house, I've never flirted with him, never done nothing. We speak like we're G's. I don't see this guy and I'm not sexually attracted to him. He's fine and whatnot, but I don't find you, listen, but I don't find him sexually attractive. I just think he's a fine guy.
How did you get into this conversation is all I've asked.
By Erica delivering a message that Neo sent to her.
And what did you do? Or what did you say after she delivered them?
It was like, Neo is feeling you. And I said, okay, if he's feeling me, I'm feeling him too. And I'm going to use this opportunity to make Prince jealous.
Full stop. Praise what she said. Does it sound like she wants to take Neo or not?
Well, if
Speak your truth,
I'll speak my truth, definitely. I don't fear anybody.
Deep breaths.
Well, if when you said Erica told you Neo is feeling you, it's different when she said Neo is feeling you. You said you're feeling him too. So that means you like Neo.
But did it mean I was going to make an attempt to do anything?
I don't know about that, but
it's like finding somebody
if you tell me, I want you to see. If you tell me that, if you tell me Dorothy is feeling you,
what is your problem? Do you find Dorothy attractive?
No, and I say I'm feeling Dorothy too. It means there's an attraction.
I am up there.
You trying to shade me, girl?
Do you know how much this dress costs, Prince? You probably can afford it, darling.
Yeah, you want to say something?
To be very, very honest, first of all, I have to say you're very beautiful, man. I've been looking at you since. But anyway, to be very frank.
We know what you did right there, though.
Thank you. To be very honest, yeah? Tolani was cool with me. I was cool with her. Cool. There were times me and V would have issues. And I'll go to Tolani and be like, you understand? So that Neo is feeling you. Just cut down first. Cut down. Just cut it out. Because I don't feel you like that. Calm down. You fresh, but I don't feel you like that.
Tell Erica that.
I don't feel you.
Don't tell me that.
Now, the night that I was getting ready for my, Oracle games and everything.
Oracle.
Erica, yes, no money. Erica was assisting me, right? And Ozo was there, right? So Tolani passed. She had like this full hair on, and she was not the typical girl that would just. So I thought, okay, maybe it's fresh week, fresh vibe, and everything. I was like, I gave her a compliment out loud. It's not like I went to the corner and said, Momo, you are. I was like, wow, you look nice today. So if not just that compliment, if you say I used to feel you, it's funny. It's very funny because we never really had it's funny now. We never really had like a proper conversation where I said, oh my God, you're pretty.
You actually do that a lot.
Do what? Compliment? Yes, exactly. I compliment everybody.
Normal, but the conversation
you are saying, no. The conversation I had with Erica was, Erica was like, what?
He does that a lot.
I do it a lot. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Anyway.
But it's a conversation
but I'm like, why
the question is, did you have the conversation with Erica or not?
What conversation? Erica was there when I complimented you, so what conversation do I need to have with Erica? She was there, and then you asked Erica about me later. What conversation did I have with Erica?
Why would you randomly pause? Why would you randomly just ask Tolani Badge, do you like PDA? And I asked Erica, where did that question come from?
So what question is that?
I just
do you like
PDA? Do you like?
Did you ask me back?
Pause.
Did you ask me back?
This don't want to admit.
Admit what? That I liked you.
It's fine. Not that you like me.
So what are you admitting?
You said what you said to Erica.
Listen, I asked you, do you like PDA?
Where did the question come from?
Bruh, who knows
well, how is that so random? Where did that question come from?
It's a random question.
Please,
no reason. Really random question.
Do you like PDA?
Bruh. So wait, even if I ask you, say, do you like PDA?
Actually,
is it enough for you to think I'm feeling you like that? Is it enough?
This guy.
No, you don't para me. No, you don't para me. We never get issue about these things since.
We've never.
But now you don't. No, because you're turning it. Yeah, because you are turning. No, you want to. No, calm down. You are trying to act like you're a bad.
I am a bad.
And then you are saying that I feel you. What I feel you? Like what I feel you? Wait till I see what I feel you. Ask me, what did I say?
Please.
It's a fact. No.
Right now. Stop.
I'm being very honest. Because it don't make any sense.
Raise your voice right now.
Now you say I feel you. I tell you anything like that. No, come on.
Stop.
We've never really had that conversation.
But you're a liar though.
Liar that what?
I'm not saying we had that conversation.
That was feeling you.
That you told Erica what you told her.
Told her what? That was feeling you.
This guy is a liar at this point.
That I was feeling you.
And I promise you are a liar. I'm so disappointed that you're a liar.
I'm really disappointed at you too. Because
you saying I'm a liar. But because you're lying, why can't you just own your shit? The same way you were deceiving Kaisha in the house. The same way you were deceiving Kaisha in the house and nobody knew. You know what you did to Kaisha now? You want me to be saying all of that? Okay, now. Did you not lead her on in the house?
Oh, I led you on.
Did you not lead Kaisha on?
I was leading her. I was leading her on while I was carrying you.
I've lost respect for you at this point.
I was leading her on while I was carrying you. I led you on too.
You didn't lead me on.
Calm down. Don't make me feel. Don't see. Don't make it seem like. Listen. Don't make it seem like I'm your problem.
And I'm very disappointed.
I was not your problem in the house.
I rated you highly.
I rated you highly. But I'm not your problem for the house. Please, if you like me, let me say I must like you back. I'm sorry. But you just said it that you like me now. Please.
I don't like you.
Please, I beg. I'm sorry that it did not work. I'm happy for you. But I'm sorry that it did not work. Don't come and make it look like I was giving you one eye.
But you're a liar at this point.
Now,
I can never get a liar.
It doesn't make
with
any
your
sense.
chest.
On what?
Neo is the cause of the problem, and that's it.
Tolani,
I swear.
I'm very sorry. There was nothing just really attractive about you. I'm sorry.
And I never
I'm
found you
sorry.
attractive either.
But you just said you like me now.
Well, it's quite
Why they
important.
lie?
And I take you
Who
back.
they lie? Oh,
And
yeah, take
you
it.
back.
I dash you.
Because you're an animal.
Do you want souvenir? Do you want souvenir?
Souvenir.
Do you want souvenir?
Souvenir, Raz boy.
What got you there? What upset you about V that made you still insist on the things you're saying now? That's what I want
I just explained that she said some things in the gym the next day when I got evicted.
What were the things?
Some words that I'm not going to say because they shouldn't be in the same sentence with my name. I'm pretty sure she knows.
You should also understand that making Prince jealous is one thing. Using your friend's man is a whole other conversation.
But
That is the point you're not acknowledging.
I think it's a conversation we could have had outside of the house, and she could have understood that I was just trying to make Prince jealous. But he was never an option for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What did you say you heard when I interviewed her?
She asked her, like, if Neo comes out of the house, would you still try to pursue? And she said yes.
I mean...
And the
I don't remember saying that. It's possible that I said it, but I don't remember.
And the thing is, I don't need to... I don't need to ask for receipts constantly because the thing is, I'll be 100%... The thing paying me so much that... Remember when I came out of the house, we had the interview, and I told you before we had the interview that I would just try to be apologetic and get the whole thing over and done with. And I was very apologetic. I was apologetic to Erica and both Tolani Badge because I felt like, especially with Tolani Badge, maybe I understood your question wrong. When I now got my phone back and my fans had seen the interview, they said I was stupid for being unapologetic, and they showed me a whole thread of how the thing started to how it ended. And the thing is, you want to make Prince jealous. That is perfectly fine. You're a human being. You're hurt that he doesn't like you as much as you like him, fair. But why would you ever use your friend to do it? It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe you were never my friend. How about that?
That's fine. And you see,
maybe you were just never my friend.
No,
maybe I
this
didn't
one,
rate you
this
that
one.
much.
No.
And that's fine.
I started to drift away from you, regardless
and that's
anyway.
fine.
And I would choose Erica over you. I guess that's just solution.
So that's what I was trying to find out. How did you get there?
Maybe that's just it. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to
At
find
this
out.
point, because I realized she was a selfish person in the house. So
okay,
and she would randomly look at me with her peripheral, which I found out was very scary. Yeah. Peripheral, side eyes, scary. This one does not know anything. Just keep your mouth, please.
Wait, hold on.
You did yours in a very scary and jealous way. Yeah.
But this is only coming up now.
Neo, please.
No, because you don't use that. They tell me.
Conversation right now.
What are you
Tell
grown?
this guy to keep his mouth shut.
Are you grown, Tolani?
Are you grown? Why
Tolani,
why are you engaging in a female conversation right now?
No, because you don't.
I will not see.
I will not come on national TV and insult a woman. She understand.
Then keep your mouth
you
shut
understand? My
and
mama
let's
raised me
dish
well.
this
You
out.
get me?
Then let's dish this out and keep your mouth shut. This guy needs to stay in his lane,
calm down. I'm just telling you, calm down.
You're
Yeah.
shouting behind
fine
me.
boy, let me say fine boy, go like you back. Yeah, not be my fault. I'm not like you. Yeah, I better not best. Not carry me go Kovu. No. She not carry me go Kovu because from here, I never can tell where the matter can get to. I beg. Let me go.
You never even traveled out before, please.
I never travel. I'm not like Tolani. Let me go. Tolani, let me go. Yeah, let me go.
You're not my type.
Please, thank you. Let me go.
I need a guy with some exposure.
This
You don't
is
have
your
exposure.
Twitter
Thank you very much. You have exposure now.
Shut up.
Am I a human being? Yes. Do I do some things that are out of place? Yes.
Were
I
you
will accept
peripherally
it.
looking at her sometime?
Never. And the
She
thing
wouldn't
is,
know.
I wouldn't know because I wasn't doing it on purpose. I just look. I am an observant person. The same way people would take pictures of me and Nengi, or me giving Nengi a screw face, which I do till now. And they would say that I was jealous of Nengi. It makes no sense. That's the kind of person I am. I'm very facial. So Tolani's saying that she didn't rate me like that and she decided that it was cool to speak. That's fine. I have every reason to be hurt, and I'm going to stick by that. Okay. And the things that I said about you in the arena, Tolani, you don't have edges. That's what I said. You don't have edges.
And you've not graduated school, so shut
to college,
and I'm a
well-spoken
until you graduate
woman.
School, don't talk to me. I need to see your degree before you talk to me.
You have a degree.
Shut
What are
your mouth.
you doing with it?
Healthcare administration. And I have
and here
3
you are
jobs.
shouting on BBN.
And I have 3
and here you are shouting.
I will use my logistics business to bring your senses here, because you don't have sense, right? I will transport it here for you. T-Badge Express is my logistics business, okay?
I will admit my faults. When Tolani left, I said a lot, and it was out of anger. But please, yeah, when you don't rate me, that's cool. But say it to my face.
I just
don't
did.
Don't
I
do
just
behind my back.
I don't rate you.
Okay, that's great. I don't see you as anybody
and
that...
I nominated you, okay, and what?
Okay, that's fair. That's fine. And I've never brought it up.
I picked Watoni
until
over
now.
you, easy peasy.
That's fine.
She needed more saving, and I wasn't going to save you. I saved Watoni.
And you still left, but okay.
It doesn't
Anyway,
matter.
so,
And you still don't have a college degree, so what are you talking about?
my dear, they call me the most well-spoken
That's
person
what
in
you
the
think.
set.
They have to gas you up.
Oh,
But
they
that's
have to
fine.
gas me
You
up.
shut your mouth.
Do you take responsibility for any of this?
Do I take responsibility for what?
For this drama? You were in the middle, basically, for being in a square, octagon. And then they said,
Why use your hand?
because
And the city was
in fact, the people
It makes total sense.
the whole couch.
Yes.
The whole couch.
No, I'm not
Wow, we should do your couch.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Oh.
Do you take any responsibility? Quickly.
I'm not going to address her situation anymore. She's too insignificant of a fact to indulge in. Of course, I do take responsibility for it because I like 3 people at the same time, and I made a note to them that I like them at the same time. Probably I should have made a decision sooner before more parties got hurt, and I was wrong in that, and I apologize for that.
Okay.
But they were the ones
That was a
that...
cute moment. He apologized.
Yeah, they were the ones that decided to take it that far. I didn't think that it was going to be a situation where someone was going to fight or quarrel or have altercations with another person because of me. Okay. That was not my intention in any way.
Do you take any responsibility for inserting yourself in what you thought was cruise and nobody else did?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Do you take any responsibility for being in this situation?
No.
Okay. Now.
Well, you know what?
Okay.
I probably should never have engaged in the entanglement. I should have just stayed on my own as the strong, independent, self-sufficient woman that I am. I should have just been by myself.
But only you wanted to address the insignificant thing, he said?
I remember after the house, you said, I'm the sweetest person because if something happens to you, I keep pushing. Okay, what happens? Remember, a friend is a friend who is there even for inconveniences. There are times I will come to you and check on you. I didn't care if you liked whoever because, I mean, I'm older than you. And I have a thing for older guys. Just putting it out there. I have a thing for older guys. You're young. I'm older than you. Praise.
Okay.
I mean.
No, praise.
And I'm a snap. I'm a damn snap.
All right,
So
one
if
last
I'm
thing.
insignificant, sorry, Ebuka.
Okay, finish.
If I'm insignificant, Prince, then your taste was a little bit low because I am up there. Darling.
You trying to shade me, girl?
I don't know, but I am. I mean, look at my dress.
It's a snacking day. It's a snacking day.
Do you know how much this dress costs, Prince? You probably can afford it, darling. Yeah, so if I'm insignificant, it's because you can't afford to pay my bills. I have one baby, 6-year-old, and I'm doing just good. I'm good, so if I'm insignificant,
Everybody catch the out. You need it. You need it.
Flip's hair or Red's hair. Can I sit down now?
I didn't tell you to stand.
You were so cold. I felt like you were a vampire, to be honest. And I'm not trying to talk you down.
She said one thing, Right says another thing.
Don't say that, my dear. You are.
No, I can't afford your bills.
In fact, wait. You need to take this for your tears because you're crying.
And do you know what happened? He didn't last 5 seconds. I left him in my bed and I went over to the sitting room to chill.
Yeah.
I've been in 2. And it's like I'm entering a 3rd one.
You know, I told you that I explained to Bright about that.
Yeah.
So that was like Saturday. And I told him, I was like, I feel like kissing you. Relax, there's nothing. He now said, why? I'm like, nothing, I just feel like, do I have to have a reason? He was like, yes, I have to have a reason. Toby's guy is in love with me. How do you think he felt about her?
I don't know if Bright likes Watoni like that.
I don't understand why you would ask me if I'm going to be on your bed tonight and then you're asking somebody else.
I didn't ask anyone. I asked you to be on my bed so that you'll be on my bed.
Let's go. Good night.
Tricky T, for some reason, you're always a witness.
Oh my.
Explain what's going on to me, please.
Okay, so The star actor in this movie is Bright O. So there was Dora and there was Watoni.
Okay.
Now, I knew that Dora liked Bright O. I knew Watoni liked Bright O. And I knew that Bright O was just there in between, right? But the thing is, I didn't even know it got to the point where she wanted to actually kiss him. I just knew that she was fond of him, she liked him, type vibe. I knew Watoni, even if Bright just coughed, she would laugh. Yeah, so I knew that Watoni was really, really,
That's
really,
true,
really.
Okay.
It's true now. It's true.
Very true. Anything.
So this one was not cruise.
This one was not Chris, this one was real. Okay. This one was real. So I knew that Watoni was really, really into Bright. Then I know that Dorothy liked Bright. I didn't know that it got to the point where she actually wanted to. I didn't even that day. I didn't know.
When did you realize that she liked Bright?
Oh, I know.
Oh, you always knew.
We're in the same room, and then she says things randomly. Like we're talking about something, Bright will just come up. I'm like, how does what they consider Bright? Or we're talking about outfits. I'm like, this outfit looks nice on prison. Like, have you seen Bright's outfit? I'm like, okay. And then we'll be on the dance floor, we'll be dancing, like, and I'll be like pushing Dorothy up and down. I'll turn and I just say Dorothy Bright. Oh, I'm like, what is happening? So that's how I knew that. Okay, they both.
So
like
you are aware
Bright.
of both of them.
I was aware of both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. But the thing is, like I said, the star actor, I don't know how Brighto felt about them because I think Brighto was more in control of the situation.
Okay.
Like it was one that was, should I say, detecting the terms. Like, okay, this night on my bed, you know, tomorrow night on my bed type situation. That's what Bright was. But I knew that the Brighto and Watoni ship was like Titanic. I saw the iceberg. I know it was going to sink. I saw it.
So?
Because I know Watoni was really into Bright. I knew. I could say that Bright wasn't really into Watoni. At some point.
Why? Do you think he was more into Dorothy or he was just not into any of them?
I think he was not into any of them.
Okay.
That's what I would say. I think they were more into him.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think Watoni did more. Like, she was always, I think like,
Bright
Auntie, sit down, yeah. Boy, you know, she would be like, Bright out. And I'll just go, and she was like, so, yeah. So, I know that.
Did you want me to do that to you? Because you keep saying it. You keep saying it.
Can I finish? I'm
You
sorry.
hate though. You hate
They're trying to welcome you to the episode.
Yeah, so that's it. I knew whatever anybody was gonna have with Bright O was just doomed to sink. I saw Bright O was this very guy. Yeah, I really couldn't like predict Bright O.
Okay,
I
so
couldn't predict him. Yeah.
Watoni was your guy.
Yeah, she's my
Did
guy.
you tell her that?
I didn't tell her.
Why?
Because I didn't want to make it seem like maybe I have interest in her.
But you
reason.
did.
You understand?
Okay.
No,
We'll get to that.
I said it from show beginning. It's not even I say my chest. I said from show beginning that for no relationship, I'll have pursued you. I said it. I said I'll pursue you. It's not like hiding something. So I didn't want to look like, okay, maybe you have ulterior motives or you're feeling some type of way with she and Bright.
You don't want
and
to
Watoni in the house, even when I advised her, she doesn't listen. I know that she's stronger than stubborn. So I'm like, let me just leave you to learn from experience.
Okay.
That's why I didn't tell her.
Because you had a few things to chip in.
Yeah, because I witnessed.
Okay, what did you witness?
I witnessed when she would hide the stuff. And I was always going to their room. And mostly I was always going to Bright's bed to just view things. And then, yeah, it was fun to watch.
What were you viewing?
Their thing. Because she was
That's
always
Watoni.
laughing.
Always.
Bright would say anything and Watoni would laugh.
He entertained you guys, huh?
Yeah, it was fun. It was
So did
fun
you
to watch.
notice when Dorothy came into the picture?
Okay, I and Dorothy actually had a conversation about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the conversation about?
And she just told me about it. And, well, she told me what she kind of was going to do.
Which was?
She was just going to, if it's going to happen, it should happen. For her, she's Dora. Like, from what she told me and from what I could see is, if it will happen, it will happen, but she wasn't going to force it.
Force it on.
Yeah.
Kid, you were Brighto's guy. What was going through his head? Because I'm sure you also noticed what was going on with the triangle. What were you seeing and what were you guys talking about?
So, Watoni loved Bright, right? I knew he didn't really like her back like that. I think one time...
You knew all the while?
Yeah, I kind of knew. He's my guy right here, man. So I see similarities between me and him. You understand? So I watch my kids do all the stuff with whoever. It's fun to watch. But anyway, so the Oracle game, when I think someone dared him to kiss Mathoni, right?
Okay.
I don't think he wanted to do it. I think she wanted to do it. He didn't want to do it. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Right, so
Vividly.
I kind of knew anyway that he wasn't really feeling her. As a friend, yeah, they're great. But Bryce being Bryce, you know, Bryce is there minding his business, doing his thing, you know, being the calm, collective person he is, strategizing. That's just who he is. So I kind of knew he didn't like neither.
Where did you notice Dorothy come into the picture?
I swear didn't. I didn't say coming.
So, Wathoni, everybody has sort of confirmed, that's why I didn't want to come to you first, because you've talked about cruise a lot, that this definitely was not cruise, or at least it didn't look like it. What was it for you?
First, I'm surprised Prince and I had a lot of conversations about different people. And then, Bright, there was one Saturday night, he kissed my neck.
Chai.
And was it you I was telling about it? So it wasn't like I was pushing myself to him, as opposed to what you said. I was always pushing myself to him. I don't know who you had that conversation with, maybe Lekon or Trikiti. I wasn't pushing myself. I can't do that. I'm too big for that. So, Bright kissed my neck, and there were times he kept.
I said
let me
you were
finish.
pushing yourself at him,
Let
or
me
the
finish.
person told me that you were pushing.
Let me finish.
Okay,
Then,
just checking.
Bright kissed my neck. Then there were times he would have, just from the onset, we actually had different conversations. And deep down, I wish we continued having those conversations, and I kind of wish he was my go-to person, aside Trikiti. So that kiss on the neck, to me, was like, okay, this is your go-to person, as at that time. So everybody was close to somebody. And that was a cue for me to be close to Bright. So yes, I agree. I got attached to him. Any little thing, I would laugh. And that's what I needed at that time in the house. And I even told Trikiti, without him telling me or letting me know that this guy doesn't feel the same way for you. I told Trikiti, if he doesn't feel the same way for me, I don't care. I'm in the house to be happy. And he did that for me. So to me, I felt like I was using him to be happy. And that was enough for me, yes.
So were you using him or did you like him? That's what I want to know.
It was both. It was,
okay.
At first, it was actually both. I don't know I don't know, I won't say I balanced it or whatever. But I actually used him because everybody had a go-to person. So now, Bright told Dorothy to stay on his bed. Came to tell me to stay on his bed. And I remember Dorothy we're passing by and Prince is like, hey, so my friend is leaving. And I think that night, Dorothy didn't even stay on Bright's bed. Now, Dorothy, and I appreciate what you did that night, came to call me that let's decide. And I'm like, okay, we had an amazing conversation. And I still feel it was an amazing conversation. And Dorothy's like, we conclude, no need to go into details, we conclude, stay on his bed. And that's what happened that night. Now, what is now annoying me about this whole situation, and that's why I apologize for calling you fake, was that night something actually happened between both of them.
What is that?
Someone gave someone a And in all sincerity, I found Dorothy an amazing person, and I still do. Yeah, I like what you did. That was bold. You even told me things like, oh, I would like to... You were just straight with me about the whole Bright situation. And what I now found funny was her saying they barely spoke, and then Bright saying something else. I remember that the next morning, I changed the sheets because it was stained. So now, the issue now was this person saying this person saying that. Now, the thing I did wrong was me saying she was fake, because this person is saying one thing, this other person is saying another thing. So I decided to believe Bright. So now, till now, I don't even know, because I've not heard from her what really happened that night. I don't know if they had sex. I don't know if they went to the toilet. I don't know if somebody asked someone they should go ahead and do something in another place in the house. I don't know. But all I know is I know what Bright said. And I saw evidence. Something actually happened on the bed. Okay. I had to change the sheet.
You were so cold. I felt like you were a vampire, to be honest. And I'm not trying to talk you down.
What really hurts me and what made me call her fake was because it looked like she said one thing, Bright says another thing.
Don't say that, my dear. You are. You are. Haven't you said, let's wait for reunion? This was what you wanted to bring to the reunion.
No. Are you the only one I'm attacking?
How did you get into this mix, first of all? And the moment she's talking about, we also need to address that. But how did you get into this?
I think it was at the time where I wanted to remove myself from the whole
Nengi and Ozo
situation, and I had just removed myself.
Okay.
And, Prince had the thing going with T-Badge, I think. So there was just, me. And then there was, brights. There was brights. And I think it started with filing nails, paint my toes. I don't know, it was...
Who was painting whose toes?
I was painting someone's toes. And he came and he was like, oh, paint my toes too.
Was I head of house
like
then?
that.
I don't remember any of this.
We shop right, yo.
And you know, we started with a painting toe spin. What? And we started, please guys, and we started playing games and I got comfortable with him.
Okay.
And
Were you laughing like Watoni as well?
Was that what?
Were you laughing like Watoni at his
Oh
jokes?
no, I get coconut head, so nah. And oh well. And then times where Prince would ask me what's going on, I'm like, I'm just there, literally, because that's actually me. I'm actually just there. And about what she said, wow, you had to change the sheets. What did it look like?
You did. You finished one.
Okay. Just saying.
That's why I answered the house. I'm like, continue.
I mean, no, that wasn't going to happen, obviously. I mean, that happened.
What happened?
Okay. I like that she admitted it. Yes. That happened. What she said happened.
Okay.
I gave him a and...
I'm sorry, I have to shout.
And I mean,
I'm sorry.
I did mention to my friend at that time. And after, I think something
You didn't
happened.
mention to... Okay, you told him about it.
Yeah,
okay.
I did. And something happened because the next morning, and that's why I felt like he was a and the next morning, I left his bed, and the next morning, he didn't even check up on me. I'm like, I sucked your
I like this energy.
So what are you on about? And I'm like, okay, this guy is not... He's not even what he says he is. And I'm like, oh, Watoni, when I told you we barely spoke, we actually barely spoke. Because when I laid on his bed, and I think I slept off before he even came back. And when he came back, that happened. I stood up from his bed and I went to my bed because I wasn't comfortable. Because I didn't feel like in place. And I went to my bed. And the next morning, after him being bright, he literally walked past me.
Baelish.
And I'm like, I am mad as well. So I'm not going to have it. And I'm like, that's what I told you. Because we barely even said anything to each other, to be honest. And I wasn't even lying about that. And after then, I moved on. And then I went ahead, I told Prince that I'm not even sure, after that happened, I'm not even sure that I'm feeling this guy like that. I think it's just infatuation. I think it's just a thing of the moment. And then, after I had that conversation, he ended there. And he's here. From that day till now, I ain't ever seen you before.
When you came out, though, because on the finale, you also mentioned his name on stage.
Oh!
Ew.
That was me avoiding the Prince Watoni Nengi situation, to be honest. That was me not trying to, and I told him about it. That was me not trying to put myself in that situation because they have been out, like they were out before me.
Yeah.
Because in my head, when I stepped down from that stage, I'm like, oh, they fixed their issues. Yeah. They're back together. So I looked at him. I'm like,
you were going to call his name.
During the final week, I remember that they all kept asking me, so tell us, who do you like, who do you like, who do you like?
So was it Prince you were going to call?
Yeah, you did.
I was, exactly. And I think Nengi was like, it's Prince, I know it's Prince.
I was really surprised. Yeah, you saying Brighto.
I had to say that just to not be
was it Prince you were going to say?
Of course it was Prince I was going to say.
So Brighto was like the decoy. So you used him as well?
I don't want to be a bad person. I don't with you, but I don't want to be a bad person. I feel like you were very cold in the house. Maybe if you weren't the kind of person you were, maybe I would have liked you and tried to make an advance. But you were so cold. I felt like you were a vampire, to be honest. And I'm not trying to talk you down. I felt like you were so cold. And because I can be cold as well, you were deep. You were so deep. And coming out of the house and hearing that you were telling people to apply pressure. And it was almost like you were very corny because You will literally sit at the dining and I will not even see you having that kind of conversation with people. And I felt bad for you, to be honest.
Did you feel bad about how you were treated?
Oh, no, I didn't, because I literally X'd from the group chat.
Yeah.
I excused myself. I didn't
You want to say something before we get to Brighton?
And that's it for me. So, what really hurt me and what made me call her fake was because it looked like she said one thing, Bright says another thing. That's one.
And you can imagine the kind of situation I was in as well.
You've mentioned that before.
Yeah. So now what to me off was you having a conversation with Lekon and you guys going on and on about me being so pushy about the situation.
Who brought it
Let
up?
me finish. When
Okay.
I can't remember. I think it's Lekon.
Okay, I'm just checking, because I remember
and Lekon,
vividly.
Loki, you kind of went on and on. I don't know if you were so interested about how I was laughing about
Because
Bright.
in as much as I knew that you guys had this friendship where you would
Let me
always
just quickly
laugh.
finish and that's it.
Okay, cool.
So now, what now really hurts me? So I wasn't the one that Lekon should have said those things about Lekon. I was actually hurt.
First, I did this BJ thing. Yes, new information.
It's new, man.
So I asked her, and she said we barely spoke, and she
Because we
left the bed.
barely spoke!
Exactly, because we spoke about that. She went to his bed, but she barely spoke, and she came back to her bed. But honestly, he says, no, you laugh. He says, yes, you laugh. He said, and he was always cold. I saw the way he was always acting when
You want me to laugh at
Even if you don't say
no, chill. That was just that was the vibe I got. So I'm actually sorry that you thought I should have put into consideration that she said BJ, toilet. I didn't know about that. I'm surprised that.
You wanted to say something, Katrina. Okay,
I
Tony,
have a lot to
I'm actually
say.
sorry though.
So, I stayed in the house for just 2 weeks and I watched my fabs outside the house. I never saw Dorothy and Prince being an item ever in my life. Yeah, they had this connection of their attitude and their character and their fun, whatever stuff they do. But I never saw them as an item. And up till this moment, I still, wait. Then at the finale, Brighto happened.
So up to the finale, you didn't even know there was a Brighto situation?
No.
With her?
No, I never did. Then I was just there looking at my girl and they were like, if you had to choose a man, would you choose? And she said, Brighto. Oh, I was like, what's going on here? And this whole whatever now that what Tony just said, I am so shook. I've capped you, my girl. You are the best.
Like, I'm proud.
And I'm proud of you.
Jonathan!
I'm all for that. Yeah.
Lucy, tell us how proud you are, because...
Oh, I'm very shocked.
First of all,
don't get me wrong,
let me
very
finish.
shocked.
Because first of all, I mean, like I said, there was sort of a friendship here. First of all, were you surprised by this happening? Were you surprised by the triangle? And what did you know about it?
Zero clue. All I knew was what she told me there. I didn't know that happened until it was mentioned earlier. I was actually quite sure. I thought it was maybe just bands. And then she confirmed it. So, but I mean, and number one, she owned it. I mean, anybody that does something and they can own up to it, I can say in front of the person, you get my vote.
Was I supposed to lie?
No, some people would have.
No, she came and I remember the first, before the break, she came at me with it. And I'm like...
Might as well own it.
No, I wasn't going to deny it anyways.
Okay.
So I wasn't like, I knew, funny enough, with the way you've been tweeting, because you even mentioned, was it you that mentioned Twitter fingers? I knew you were going to come.
mentioned Twitter fingers.
I'm not about the subs. I asked.
Don't say that, my dear.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
You are.
Bring it.
Haven't you said, let's wait for reunion? This was what you wanted to bring to the reunion
No.
now.
Are you the only one I'm attacking?
Okay, I'm saying, okay, it's one of the things. So, I mean, I wasn't going to deny It's not even that deep. I did it happen in the house. It stayed in the house.
Please, the main actor.
I'm waiting for him to speak. The lead character.
Right,
Yay.
So the thing is...
You too, you can...
Before we go there, I just want to make an appeal. It's for Brighto to speak up. Please. Because this Momo Arena, we used to Momo every time.
I can tell you.
What?
Explain, because so much needs to be explained.
Coming into the house, I had no intention of going into any relationship. That's just it. Because when we walked into the house, they were actually bonded, girls and guys. That's not my thing. And I think Tolani Badge asked me, I told her, I have no interest in any girl in this house. And that's the truth. So when I saw Wathoni coming, I don't have to chase her. I don't have to like be rude to her. I need to like talk to her. Do you understand? We gist and we talk about a whole lot of things.
So was she the first to come to you?
No, she wasn't the first. I wasn't trying to use anybody. And also, let me make something clear. I'm not a bastard. I have a dad, though he's late, but I'm not a
I apologize,
and
sorry.
I can't insult anyone on live television or use any derogatory term on anyone, as a matter of fact. So, Wathoni, Dorothy, I was in the middle of the whole thing, but I tried as much as possible to strike a balance. So I don't have to hurt either Wathoni or Dorothy. In the house, they were asking me, okay, like, what do you think? Where is this thing going to? Do you understand? I was like, just calm down. Yeah, just calm down. Be calming down. I saw it. I saw it online.
Lord, baby.
Do you understand? Yeah, of course. So I don't need to like be push you away or start giving you attitude, saying what has been going on. It doesn't make sense.
So did you like Wathoni?
Like, of course, I like Wathoni.
Did you like her enough to? So she says she used you, but did you do enough to say? Because I hear you say, oh, you were trying to be nice, not to offend anyone, but that's also leading them on. Were you leading her on purpose?
No, not on purpose. It was actually clear, even a blind man.
What was clear? That you didn't like her?
That I wasn't. I don't have plans of having any relationship or going that deep.
So did you ever tell her that?
She asked me the first time, the second time.
And what did you say?
The third time.
What did I ask you?
That should say what's in my mind. Where is all this thing going to? That was what you asked me.
Understand.
No, that's what you asked me. Of course, it's obvious now. I didn't give her a definite answer. Do you understand? Because I don't want to say anything that would actually hurt her or hurt anybody. Do you understand? It might not be. What's it called? Wathoni. It might be someone else, and I will still react the same way. Do you understand? Because I don't have any intention of going to a relationship, and that's just it.
Did you like Dorothy?
Of course, I like Dorothy.
Okay.
I like her, but not in that way. Okay, if she's actually if she feels bad about what I did.
She doesn't feel bad. She's just stating what happened.
Okay.
It's in the past. It remains there. Let's get it right.
It has to remain in the past.
Exactly. So stop calling me, by the way.
No, I can't afford your bills.
In fact, wait. You need to take this for your tears because you're crying. Please give him one for me.
Next morning, she says you walk past her very cold. You don't even act like anything happened. I mean, some people might relate to that from like secondary school, university. You know, many people know say you are this big. You know, why did you do that to her? Because it's one thing to say I didn't like her enough for a relationship, but you said I like Dorothy. So if you like someone, did you feel like what you were doing was right?
No, the thing
because
is,
that's a very intimate situation.
Okay, no, the thing is.
Not really, though.
Waking up.
So not really. That was kind of an intimate situation.
I was tipsy, so not really.
Okay.
Waking up in the morning.
Okay.
What do you expect me to do? Go to her and say good morning? How was your night?
Go and thank her for sucking your for the job. Well done.
See, the thing is,
do you know
good
morning is not too hard.
Hold on. Okay. Do you know how it is for me to actually do that? Several occasions, do you understand? They wanted to like cajole me to kiss someone in the house. It's very personal to me. I don't just
You could say no.
Of course, I always say no. I'll take a drink. So for me to even allow that, it's something very big for me. So she was actually, I don't know, probably she was feeling bad. Yeah? What about me?
So did you ignore her on purpose?
Well, me, I don't get it. I don't.
Because I'm trying to understand why. My question is about you not talking to her in the morning. Was that on purpose?
That's it. Okay. She said.
Let him make his point.
She said when I saw her, I passed.
Yes.
Why didn't I say hello or say something about her? The question is, what did she want me to say to her?
Well, I mean, you guys, like I said, there was a big fool.
No. What did you want me to say to her?
Good morning.
Don't play that game. We don't want to get dirty, Bright.
Come on.
Bright, don't play that game with me.
I'm not playing any game.
Don't sit down there and sound like an absolute Don't play that game with me.
You can call me whatever name. I'm not going to insult you.
Don't play that game with me. But because you sound. I respect you too.
You can call me whatever name you want to call me.
I respect you too. No. I'm not. You're me off.
Okay.
I don't play that game with me. Don't tell me what did I expect you to say to me. Kotsi, good morning. How was your night?
Chai, how was your night?
Yes. How was your night? Oh, I remember what happened last night. Oh, it was nice. It wasn't nice.
Okay, maybe that's not my kind of person. To wake up every morning and go to you and say good morning. Because in my head, there's nothing going on.
So, okay, Brian, so I get you. But come on, you have to look at it and understand where she's coming from. I understand what you're trying to say. This is not a, we played Ayo last night. This is not a, we drank beer outside. This was literally a moment.
And after that even happened.
I'm not saying you must talk about what happened. I'm not saying you have to say, what did you do last night? But ignoring her completely, you don't see anything wrong with that?
I didn't ignore her. We actually talked.
Did he ignore you completely?
Come on, you can't say I ignored you.
Yeah, maybe we talked when you tried to come at me again. Maybe then.
Or maybe you want more. You wanted more.
So you don't think there was anything wrong in what you did?
Okay, if she's actually, if she feels bad about what I did.
She doesn't feel bad. She's just stating what happened.
Okay.
It's in the past. It remains there. Let's get it right.
It has to remain in the past.
Exactly. So stop calling me, by the way.
So why have you been calling her? She said, don't call me.
Ask her when did I call her? Can you please answer that question? When did I call you?
A few days ago.
That was yesterday.
You called me before then.
That was yesterday. For the past how many years? That was yesterday.
So why did you call me?
That's a good question you would have asked me. Not like I have been disturbing you with calls. Come on, I don't do that.
Hello, where are you? Okay, are you alone?
That was what I called you yesterday. But you don't know why I called you. You don't know why I called you.
At 2 a.m. Why did you call me at 2 a.m.?
Okay.
Well, I don't have to argue with you.
Don't sit down there and sound like a champion.
I don't have to argue with you.
You
can
were
think
cold.
whatever you want to think.
Yes.
So I just want to get something clear before I move on to somebody else. Yesterday, he called you yesterday at 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
No, seriously, Dorothy. Did he call you yesterday at 2 a.m. at the hotel?
At the hotel. Wanted to get some more
Early mom.
So are you going to take any responsibility for this, is what I want to know.
No.
You don't think you did anything wrong at all?
Wow.
And I don't take it back. It's still
So she's right that you're cold-hearted.
Exactly.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Right. You didn't do anything wrong, but you were telling people to apply pressure.
It was
in the
obvious.
house, pushing
I wasn't interested in any relationship
you even lied
in that
to
house.
Ebuka.
He has a history of
pretender.
that.
Lie about what?
When you called me, what did
Come
you
on, come off that, come on.
You're the one who is, no, you're taking the because I even turned to you and I told you I respect you, but you're taking the yes, I'll come at you.
In that house, I wasn't interested in any relationship. It was
Nobody
obvious.
interested in you, please. We're just playing away
I didn't
time.
go after them. It was obvious. I was on my own. How was that my problem?
Okay, so let me wrap this up. You used him.
Yes, I did.
Dorothy, you used him.
I didn't say that before, but I changed my mind. I used you.
You used him. You don't feel bad.
Nobody.
End of story. Do you want to help me conclude?
You're using yourself. You're using yourself. They are just I don't know why.
That what? Who are you, Bright? That what? Bright. Oh.
You guys are just.
It's your audacity for me.
It's simple.
Can
you guys
you
are
afford
just.
So here's what I want to
know.
No, I can't afford your bills.
In fact, wait. You need to take this for your tears because you're crying. Please give him one for me.
Sit down there.
Take another one. You.
I know where your pains are coming from.
So let's conclude with Neo. Neo, help me conclude the story because I don't even know what to say.
I just feel like saying, man, if you run, I'm supposed to own up, Sha. So that's the truth about life.
Remember what happened? I pulled you to my bed and I. And do you know what happened? He didn't last 5 seconds. I left him in my bed and I went over to the sitting room to chill.
Yeah.
She called me to plead with me.
She called me on the phone.
I never plead.
The moment I came out of the house.
Plead with you.
Ricky, did you notice anything?
I knew the praise Katrina Lucy dynamic. It was Katrina at first before she left because I know then when we just came in the house, she'd be like, please come and give me a massage. Please come and give me a massage. You know, so I know that
you knew this was going on.
Yes. So when she now left, and in my head, I thought it was Lucy and Prince. Sorry.
Chai.
That's what I saw at that first time. Even when she chose him as head of, I'm like, I'm not surprised. Like, it's something that I know, you know. But then I noticed that she and him were now getting really close, even to the point where we're doing our poem task. where he was actually even literally running away from Katrina because like, this handwriting is too long. He was even trying to convince us that we should make sure that Lucy, that this note is too long. We should please disapprove it and make sure that it's brief as possible. So I knew that this happened.
Okay. Dorothy, there was an incident. I mean, I'm talking to you because in the spirit of speaking your mind, that they both addressed as aggressive cuddling. What did they call it at the time?
Who and who? The inventor, right here.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
You were very good friends with Katrina
before
she left. Did this conversation ever come up, and did you know about the aggressive cuddling night?
Oh, no, I didn't know about the aggressive cuddling. I just know that they always share, like, beds.
Just because they want to sleep on the same bed, nothing.
Well, I knew there was... I don't know if she liked him, but I knew that they talked a lot. There was the massage parts, and there was playing, oh, no, praise stop. Oh, I have a fiancé, no, praise come. There was all of that. But I didn't know about the aggressive cuddling. Tell me about that now. And own it with your chest. If you lie here.
Yep. Thank you very much. Okay, so going into the house, I told everyone I was separated from my husband. And then I liked Praise a lot. I went to the diary.
Did you know she liked him?
Let's get to that, please.
No, just when you liked when you got him,
not
you
at
had
all.
no idea.
Not at
all.
So getting to the diary room, Biggie asked me. I was like, oh my, I'm so fond of Praise, Prince, Lucy, because we had a misunderstanding, and then we became best of friends. And then Dorothy, and Neil, of course. I was just so fond of them in the house. And then I and Praise became very close. He gives me massage. We talk about things. I didn't have any, we had a conversation. I was like, I'm drawn to you because I feel we are in the same cycle. I'm separated from my husband. You have a fiancé. We barely have we don't want much from ourselves or something if we want to do something. And then he had a conversation. Dorothy and Lucy told me something. They had a conversation. I can't remember. And they were like, he says he's in the house just for the game, and that he knows that I like him, but he can never, ever have anything to do with Katrina. And nobody does that to me. You don't speak low of me. Remember what happened? I pulled you to my bed, and I
Right. Aha!
I made sure it didn't happen in his bed. I pulled him to my bed and and you know what happened? He didn't last 5 seconds. I left him in my bed and I went over to the sitting room to chill.
Yeah. I beg.
Yeah.
Is it the same house you went to?
All the grabbing. After all the rubbish and all the bragging, you didn't last 5 seconds.
I swear. What?
Man, don't be ashamed.
Revelations.
Can I continue? Can I continue, please? He felt. Then later, outside the house.
You say he didn't last what?
5 seconds.
Okay, at least it's more
and
than 2
then,
seconds.
of course, people that watched saw everything, the aggressive cuddling stuff. And then outside the house, he felt he didn't perform well in the house, that he wanted to come prove himself to me in my room.
You don't mean it!
Remember the other stuff that also was in the room, and he came and he waited till also left. I still didn't even last up to 1 second. So yeah.
I don't believe it.
And after that, excuse me, one house, please. After that, he kept calling, video calling me on WhatsApp, trying to do whatever, came visiting in my house and everything. But Katrina, I don't date men like you.
Can I just say?
And then he started hating. Yeah, he started hating.
Can I just say I'm very proud of the girls.
Yeah, he started hating.
No, you should be. No, you should be, because there's one narrative that, the girls were after the men. No, there's that narrative, so you guys have to get it. No, there's that narrative that the girls were after the guys. No.
I'm shocked.
So that's what happened.
The guys is proud of what they did, so what you are not saying.
I can never have him, because I never had any intention having him. But for him to say that to my girls, I had to in my bed. And it didn't last up to 5 seconds. Did you? And he slept in my bed. I went to the sitting room to chill. I could not even stand him. In the morning, he came to me and I was just walking away. I never, ever saw Lucy and Praise being an item. Ever.
Were you surprised when you found out she liked him?
No, hold on. Hold on, Ebuka, hold on. At the beginning, I felt Lucy was, not felt, I knew she was my girl, don't deny it. We're here. I knew Lucy, not that she was in love, but she needed to be pulled up. She wanted Prince. Really, she was my girl.
I did what?
Hold on. You wanted to boot up with Prince. You wanted someone you could talk to. And Prince was that person that was giving you listening ears. He was always there when you had issues in the house. Baby, I'm not saying you were in love. I'm just saying you were attracted to him. You felt he was just there for you. All right? So I'm leaving the house. Then all the trend and everything, hair and Praise happened. I knew my girl was still not in love. She just felt Praise.
Who falls in love that shortly, though?
I just felt Praise was trying to pull a first one on her. She knew she needed attention, and with all the stuff, being sincere. When I left, she was still right there. Katrina is my girl. He felt that she was No, not at all. She was a sincere person. She was someone that actually appreciated our friendship. So he just wanted to use her or something.
Okay, so can I ask a question? Did she know about both of you?
She never did.
Okay, so you didn't feel betrayed by it?
Not at all. Even outside the house, I knew what Praise tried to put up at the white party. He tried to use Lucy to make me jealous, but how can the boss lady be jealous? I use you. How do you want to use my girl? I love Lucy. No matter what happens, I love Lucy. I know when I love someone, it's not about what happens. So a man, even if she him, he cannot come between I and Lucy.
You already said that in an interview.
Okay, so now, Lucy, there's so much to answer.
In fact.
There's Prince inside.
Can Prince answer first?
No.
Hey.
He's the leading actor.
Hi. First of all, I had no idea Katrina and Praise was going on.
All.
It was later. I had no idea because from the first day we walked into the house and he wore that his sleeveless. So I liked him. But when I later realized, okay, I think I used to tease them, both of them, Katrina and Praise. So she told Dorothy to tell me to stop it. So I stopped it. And when I realized that she liked him, I removed myself from the equation. Plus, he said he had a fiancé outside. I don't do that. So I removed myself. I cannot be caught up like that. Unless you're single and we know that we're just that one is different. Not that you're in a relationship or a thing with someone and I come in between. No.
Okay. Praise. And as much time as you can. What's going on? Now, Katrina says she used you. You know, you also came out and told us aggressive cuddling.
Yes.
Now we're finding out it's much more than that.
About what Katrina said, I would just excuse that for her 15 minutes of clout.
Which of them? Because she said
everything
a lot of
she
things.
said, 15 minutes of clout. About the whole this thing. I never had any conversation with Dora and Lucy that she can't get me or anything. I never said anything like that to you because she said that. I never said that. No, wait, that she can't get me.
Yeah, you said you had a fiancé.
I said I'm not gonna have anything with any. I don't see myself having anything with anybody in this house, no matter what, because I was in a relationship
you were
at that time.
Very precise. You said you could never have anything to do with Katrina in this house because you had your fiancé.
Can I talk? Okay. Can I talk?
Okay, go on.
Secondly, using Lucy to make you jealous when you were busy using Ozo to make Nengi jealous. I don't understand what that means because it was never that.
That's smart.
Thirdly, yes. Yes, you wanted us to in the house. And please, point of correction, I was the one not her
Come on, man.
Yes. Yes.
But there was a penetration and it happened in my bed, though.
Hold on. There
was a penetration and it happened in my bed.
That's
and I left you on my bed.
That's thirdly.
I said again, he didn't interrupt you. So
That's thirdly. Coming rich from her, the boss lady, like I said, it's good to chase clouds with your 15 minutes because when I came out of the house, she called, I'm not going to mention who, to speak to me and pleaded with me. Whatever I said in my interview, I should say nothing happened.
Because I wasn't ready.
No, she called me to plead with me. She called me on the phone.
Never plead.
The moment I came out of the house,
plead with you.
She was the one. I wasn't with my phone, so she called somebody's phone to talk to me to say nothing happened, and that was before our interview. So and that's why when we had the interview, I said what I said when we had the interview. But deep down, coming out of the house, I told Tolani Badge the truth about it. I told Kid Wire the truth about it. I told Prince the truth about it. I told Watoni that I house.
That you on whose bed?
You get.
Okay, please, if there is a guys, please, if there is a
you get.
Whose bed is it supposed to be? Would you your bed?
So no, I don't want.
Did you your bed though?
I don't want
left
I don't want
your
bed. So that's that. Then as for Lucy, I don't understand why people are saying Lucy was Katrina's friend. Lucy knew Katrina for 2 weeks. They hadn't known each other for that. So what's the whole friendship? I wasn't in anything with Katrina in the house. I wasn't.
Me too.
Me and Katrina weren't anything in the house. So why should Lucy feel bad, like jumping? I wasn't her man.
Neither
and
you,
I would
my
never
man,
be her man.
You kept calling.
So I don't know why. I don't know why.
You're calling me.
Oh
and
my.
I kept your calls.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
I don't do your type. You are a child.
Sure. See, look.
But you kind of did that.
Yeah, but that's because he said he could never. You don't say that to a woman. That he can never have anything to do with Katrina in the house and outside the house because he had a fiancé. Why would he do that? Why would he say that?
Yeah,
I came to the house. Excuse me. I came to the house.
No,
I said
Ebuka,
I had.
Excuse
me that I was married and I'm separated from my husband. I said that with my full chest, and I never said I could never any guy.
Okay, can he finish now?
Yeah. So exactly, you get. At that point, it was okay for me to do that because I had a lot to lose. Because yes, I said it, I went into the house and I was in a relationship when I went into the house. So you get, it was convenient for me to do that at that time.
Can I say something?
Okay.
You're saying that you don't see any reason why she should feel bad.
No, that she should feel bad.
No, you're saying because they were not, it was just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Did you feel bad about?
I didn't feel bad about anything because me and Lucy, we weren't anything in the house. True or false? We weren't anything, we were
You
close.
knew she liked you?
Eh?
You didn't know she liked you?
It's funny how she told me she liked me like 2 days or 3 days before I left the house.
In my head, it looks like this is not a love triangle.
It's not.
It's a triangle, though. Just an F triangle.
He's a sexy man, so.
Are you following me, kid? Right? You are sweating finally.
I'm telling you, you got me. And it's not stopping.
Help me conclude this conversation.
I mean, first of all, I really don't know what's going on in my house anymore.
You just realized you were a visitor there.
I'm telling you, so I'm completely confused about everything, right? So I didn't, I only knew about those two at the end. So I honestly don't know what's going on. So this is all new to me. Praise did tell me after that he had something with Katrina. Cool, but during the house, I didn't know anything.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, very surprised. Very surprised.
See Kid going to the bathroom to pee, obviously, and you're telling him that you were there with Kid to pee. Like how?
There was no intention.
What was being whispered?
I can't remember.
I'll tell you,
You
Kid,
told
in the
me I
presence of
can
everybody.
never ever lie.
Zebra with them beautiful black and white stripes. Fishnet type of pants. Very slick.
I might sleep on Kid's bed tonight.
Ooh, baby, you better.
You know you didn't chase me,
but I'm like, yes, it was me. Like,
Just so we're clear.
At least we're together. We've been together for.
What's your point? What's your point?
Adjust it to the
No,
table.
I didn't finish your point now.
And sips the water.
You don't have to finish your point.
What was her point?
This is where
As
we
in,
lie
she
down
was like,
from afar and
Kid
watch.
didn't chase any girl in this house.
And cross
But
our
finish
legs in
your point
silence.
now. Say it with your chest.
At the unfolding drama.
Gee. Yeah, Waya's guy. What did you think, first of all, about Wathoni? Did you think she liked Kid Waya?
Yeah, I would say yes.
Why did you think so?
I mean, from the whole kissing thing, so I feel like, yeah, she liked Kid.
What, you were friends with Kid? Did he ever talk about Wathoni to you?
No, he didn't say anything about Wathoni or any love, anything. So he just, but I could see that Wathoni really liked, like if she had an opportunity, yeah, they'll be together.
Okay. My observer?
Yes, thank you.
That's your guy.
That's my guy.
What did you think about that?
Okay, yeah, so I would say she liked Kid.
Okay.
Because she said she needed a go-to person.
Do you think he felt the same way about her?
Kid Waya. Kid Waya didn't feel the same way about her. I know probably he flirted with her, like he did with probably almost every girl in the house. That was Kid Waya's persona. So I'll say yes, flirting with her, he did that. But in terms of emotions, feelings for her, no, he didn't.
Do you think that flirting with her made her feel like there might have been something?
Yes, it's very possible. It's very possible because Kid he's not a bad-looking guy. He has these muscles, you know.
So, Praise, there's a lot of, I mean, we had talked about this earlier, you know, Nengi was the first head of house, picks Wathoni, you know, to go into the head of house room with her. Is it possible that that might have affected their dynamic, you think?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think there was anything that connected Kid Waya with Nengi and Wathoni.
Okay.
Wathoni liked Kid Waya. Yeah.
Not Cruz.
Not
like
Cruz.
Okay.
She liked Kid Waya.
Once again, people are not seeing Cruz. What was happening?
I think there's a narrative between me and Kid because of the truth or dare. First off, I didn't want to be a killjoy, and that was entertaining. I actually started the truth or dare. I think that was actually entertaining, and that was brave. And fine, it was Kid, and it wasn't like
But
I
you
said.
liked Kid Waya.
I won't say I had feelings for him. Yes, I won't say I had feelings for him. It was a game. We can play a truth or dare game, and I can kiss anybody, whether I have feelings for them or not. I didn't have feelings for Kid Waya. And, okay, fine, I actually asked Nengi, pick for me, Kid or Prince? Maybe I actually liked Prince more, but I still said pick Kid or Prince. And to be honest, if there was an opportunity or there was a decision, okay, Wathoni, Kid or Prince, it would have always been Prince, because I like dark guys.
Yeah,
but
you
still,
said you didn't
excuse
like
me,
Prince,
wait, I'm getting there, calm down.
But you said everybody saw it.
But now, the thing is, for Kid, there was the first truth or dare, it was Kid. The next truth or dare, I said Kid. I looked at it like, I can't be a community or a market woman. And then again, Kid was a community boy. One day he's with this person, and at the time, Erica was
What do you mean by community boy?
He was I feel like at a point I was like, he was trying to be a playboy. Or a bad guy. I was trying to play the bad guy. Oh, today I'm with Nengi. Oh, today I'm showing this person. Oh, today I want to talk to Wathoni. I want to tell her, let's do this. He said a lot to me, too.
But you talked about him a lot.
Not exactly.
So it was not just, for a lot of us, it wasn't just truth or dare. You talked about Kid Waya quite a bit.
I don't think I talked about him a lot. I talked about the dynamics of the boot-up thing a lot.
So if you don't like someone enough to want to be with them, and you've admitted you liked Prince, how is it Prince or Kid Waya, like you asked
I
Nengi?
liked them not in that deep way. Okay, Prince is fine, and that's it. That's where it ended. It wasn't not something so serious or deep. It wasn't like I wanted to pursue it. If I wanted to pursue it with Kid, I'd have stayed on his bed.
So, Kid, I mean, you are the bit of a center here. She said she liked you. Like she's claimed not in that way. But you invited her to your bed a few times. Did that happen? What was your intention with that?
Yeah, I was flirting with Wathoni. So I was like, yeah, come to my bed. You know, as the character in me, I flirt with a lot of people. But there was nothing like promiscuous or anything like that. It's just like, come to my bed, you know, let's talk, that kind of thing. So that's what I have to say on that.
So she's right in saying you were just being, what did you say again? Community?
He was a community boy.
Is that a fair way to describe what you were trying to do?
I mean, that's her opinion of me. I don't mind what she says because I know myself.
So what were you doing?
I'm being myself. This is what I do outside the house. Everyone knows me, and this is how I'm not even changed. I still speak to her now. I speak to all of them now. You know, maybe she was hurt, so she wanted to use those kind of words. But I've always been who I am. The kid you saw in the house, the kid you see now. Unless someone can tell me here if I'm wrong.
Do you think she liked you? Did you know she liked you?
I couldn't care if she likes me or not. I was just being, even if she did like me or she didn't like me, it'll be the same.
Katrina, you were going to say?
Okay, so prior to Erica's disqualification, I watched the Saturday night party, and maybe Kid meant well, maybe he saw Nengi as just friends, but I felt Nengi had intentions, because you cannot see.
That's your opinion, though.
You cannot see. You
opinion.
cannot see Erica and this guy doing so much. Like, it was their relationship, and V and Neil were so obvious. You cannot see a girl and a guy that are so much into each other, and then at the party you're letting this guy that flirts with all the girls to hold your neck and caress you and all that. And then Erica noticed, and they had a bit of clash that night. I watched the Saturday night party, and already before, while I was in the house, I had issue with that, and I was like, oh my.
So are you saying she was leading him on?
Yeah, she was actually leading him on, and he, of course, is a playful person and he flirts. He was just doing what he had to do. He's a man.
Okay, so I feel what was disrespectful was when Kid would say he can get Nengi. Like, I really want to know why you always say that if you didn't like her.
She has taken over the show.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really wanted to do that.
So
While you're at it, I want you to answer her. Did I lead you on?
In that moment, I don't think so, no.
You did a lot of disrespectful things, Kid. There was a time you were telling Tochi to go for me, I'm an easy catch. And Tochi, you're saying you didn't have conversations with Kid, Haba. I won't
Like
say
you were
always,
easy
but you guys
catch.
had conversations. What do you mean by easy catch?
A man can only say
Did you
that
catch
when
me?
a woman
No.
throw herself
So if
at
Kid
him.
felt I was
That's
an easy
the
catch,
only
you
way
should have
a man
caught
can
me, so I
say
was
that.
really good up.
Baby, I
But
didn't
you
want to
did
catch
not.
you.
Look at you.
Baby, I didn't want to
Tochi,
catch
please.
you.
Tochi, dear. Don't go there. You tried, but I
Do
closed.
you know what he's tried? Do you know what he's tried? When someone sit you down
Sit
and
back.
tell you.
Moving on.
I tell you.
Enjoy, and this one, enjoy. I've already said you tried, but you didn't get there.
The show is here.
Easy catch.
I never ever came up to you and said, Katori, will you be my girlfriend?
But okay, did he say I was an easy catch or not?
But I didn't catch you. Did you fall?
Okay, now you agree. Now you agree. But before you said you didn't have conversations. Now I told you two different conversations.
So the conversation was about him and you. It wasn't about me and you.
The question was,
Yes.
did you have conversations about Watoni?
That wasn't the question. Did I have a conversation about Watoni?
It's fine. Enjoy.
Concerning him and
Enjoy.
you.
I've already made.
Please,
Enjoy.
it's all in TV.
Enjoy. You sure didn't catch me. Flip said,
My
always
dear,
there.
I'm not gonna
You
come
didn't
for
catch
you.
me, darling.
There was no way I'm gonna come for you. You are always looking for a
You were
little
looking
problem.
are you sure you're not looking for
And the problem with Watoni is, whenever she likes someone, and he's not working out, she start looking for a way. She start looking for a way to backbite other people, and that is really bad though. Don't do that. She look for a way to start saying crazy things about the person.
Like who?
Because you were very, very like. There was nobody trying to ask you out of the house.
Of all people,
You
there's a
told
thing
Prince
about
here that
him.
you told Prince, I don't want you, and now you are coming. Was that Prince
But
or
I
this one you
didn't
like?
now.
So
I
why are
didn't
you
want
telling
to, that's
him
it.
that yesterday you told him, I don't want you because
I
you're not
didn't
my
want to
type.
date
So
him.
how come you are not telling
You're
us
going
here
off point,
that
though.
you like? What am I talking off point?
I'm
You
not
are the one
understanding
that was
where you're
saying
going
here.
to. You said I'm backbiting people. I told them, do you know what backbiting is? I told
You
Prince.
literally like every guy on the show, everybody.
Really? Tochi, you've gone off, and it's fine.
No.
Enjoy.
You wanna
Neil, I
you wanna
like
see
you too.
crazy. No, you're saying you're telling me that I did not catch you. I never asked you out. So why are you gonna come to a
Why
guy
are
that
you
never
so
asked
hot?
you out?
Because you didn't get me, or
Why
because
are you
tried
coming?
and it
I didn't ask you
backfired?
out. So why are you
I want to
crying
understand
tears?
why you're hot. Is it because you thought he said I was an easy catch and you didn't get me, or because you tried and
I did not try, Watoni. You are not even my type.
really?
When did it?
Chiki,
Yes.
please say something, darling.
I didn't observe this one, Sha, so this one is just saying.
I'm confused.
Brand new
It's
information.
brand information.
Why are you telling me that I didn't? What the hell, Watoni?
What I'm telling you is
there
that
was no way.
your friend, the community boy, said that
You were a community
I
girl.
am an easy catch. If
You
I
were
was,
the
I should
community
have you
Yes,
all
because
then.
you were everybody.
Then I should have
He was
f***ed
Prince
everybody
to
now.
this person to this person. So why are you calling him community? You're a community girl too now. It says you want to use that language. Let us use it on you too. Does it feel
You're not
right?
making any point or sense.
Look at this one.
You're not making any sense.
Please, it's okay. We're
Because
done here.
you've gone off.
Why are you calling somebody? You are a community
First,
girl
and you know
now.
the annoying
Because it
thing.
was from Prince
now it's obvious
to
you're
this
even
person,
lying because
to
you were
this person,
asked
to
a
this
question,
person.
a simple question.
Why you-
Were there
why you- why
conversations
you like
about
that?
Watoni? You said no. Now you're talking about Watoni though.
I don't need to talk about Watoni. There's nothing
My
to talk
darling,
about you.
long
I'm not
story
your
short is
darling.
I wasn't an
I'm not
easy
even close
catch.
to being your darling.
Never.
Right now.
You have to sweat.
To get you? Why
yes,
would I
so-
want to get you?
Then why were you having conversations about me in the first place?
He was telling me I should go for you. I didn't go for you. Because there was nothing to go for.
Then why were you having the conversation?
Pipe it down. Bring down your ego a little bit. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn whether they are getting you or not. Where are you going to?
This world
Relax.
does not revolve around me, but so you've gone off.
I'm
it's
not
very
going
funny.
off. What are
Coming
you
from
feeling like? If you feel like you are hot, why did anybody date you in the house?
I didn't need that. And Tochi,
Okay.
you're
You didn't need that,
disrespecting
but
me.
you're all about going
You're
up.
really
And every
disrespecting
conversation
me.
in the house was about a man for you.
That's
And
the
me,
same
I did
thing
not
I-
even
is
come
that
for you.
cheeky? Is
I
that not the
never
same
came
thing
for
I
you.
said?
Okay.
So relax.
Okay.
What's
I'm
there? What are you
very
feeling like? You can't do that with me.
Like a queen. Queen W.
Queen Latifah.
Queen W.
Okay, what about you promising everybody 100,000, 50,000, and all of that?
Who's everybody? And who did I promise 100,000?
Really?
There was an intention.
There was no intention.
What was being whispered?
I can't remember. It was that irrelevant. I cannot remember.
Going to make noodles when you go back in after cleaning.
I'm a clean shit. I'm clean shit twice. Give me massage. Ginger me to make these noodles.
Okay.
Just to make me work.
So now let me come to you, Nengi. What was happening with Kidwaya? Did you see what everybody else has seen, where they felt like you were playing, let's call it that, playing too much with him? Did you also feel like you were disrespectful because you're big on loyalty? Did you feel like you were being disrespectful or disloyal to also who you demanded loyalty from?
Demanding loyalty, I never told him not to play with anybody. There were times when I told him, oh, it's just the both of us every time. Go mingle. I told him that severally, go and mingle. Because, I mean, if I see you mingling with somebody and I know you guys are just friends, why would I be upset about it? There's nothing to be upset about. With Kid was my friend. He had so much energy. If I like a guy, first of all, I don't even play too much with the guy. That's the way I am. It's weird, but when I like a guy, I just feel like I need to, comport myself around the guy. Do you get? So I felt comfortable with him because I saw him as a friend and nothing more. And that's why I was so disappointed when he said, oh, if I wanted Nengi, I'll get her. I'm like, what do you take me for?
Where did you get that from?
Well, first of all, people kept saying to me, you like Nengi, you like Nengi, you like Nengi. So for me, it was more of like, look, if I wanted her, I'll get her. Not like trying to downplay her qualities or let her know she's easy. It was more of a reaction thing, not like I'm saying it because she's easy. I'm saying like, look, if I wanted her, I'll get her in a very relaxed way. Yeah. So she probably took it as me disrespecting her, and I can understand that. But I meant no intention to disrespect her. Same way I don't want to disrespect any girl or any person in the room.
So something that's come up a lot since this season of the reunion started is we've had it with Brighto and Tochi, we've had it with Neo and Prince, about this talk about facilities to get you. And even you acknowledged it with Neo, you even had it, you high-fived.
Yes, I was just trying to let her
when she said, yes, you definitely need facilities. So for a lot of people, that was also a perception. I wasn't going to push it until you high-fived, so I figured, okay, I guess you agree with it. So now, people thought that. And then you talked about a private jet story. We know Kidwaya's sort of history and story. It made sense to a lot of people that, okay, if this girl needs facilities, and this guy looks like he has the facilities, and you are encouraging this situation, can you see where that's coming from?
Why would I come to the house and follow Kid because Kid has said his father has money? That made no sense to me.
First of all, I never said. Let's get something straight. I've never spoke about my family's wealth, ever.
Okay, but you said a lot of things that insinuated that, oh, I have this, oh, I just bought, oh, this. You said a lot of things.
Like what? Can we tell me? Because I don't go. I've never gone on the show and spoke about my personal
Sorry,
wealth.
can I tell you one, kid? Should I?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Like when you said your father used to be the one that used to put people in their political position. Do you remember that?
Yes, absolutely.
That's basically telling the
You
world
said a lot of
you
things.
are
Maybe you don't remember.
No. She's talking about
Like
money
you
and
have-
wealth. I'm
Okay,
talking about
yeah, hold on.
things
Let me keep telling
That's
you.
not wealth.
Let me keep
That's not
telling
wealth.
you. What's that?
That's a power move. How's it wealth?
Power is wealth.
How's it wealth?
How is it wealth? Okay,
Power
hold on.
is wealth.
What about you telling the world and everybody that your father found, is he Banana Island or what? Right?
He said that actually.
Who said it?
I only found out after. He said it in an interview.
Who's that?
My dad.
Okay, what about you promising everybody 100,000, 50,000, and all of that?
Who's everybody? And who did I promise 100,000?
Really?
Yes.
Didn't he promise you money? Tell me.
I know you said a lot of things. He said he was going to take me on a trip.
Okay.
I know that one for a fact.
The trip, yes.
Yes.
Can I
So
keep on going?
my point is that I don't want to banter
The
words.
last three you got wrong, but keep on
What
going.
about you? We were like in the dining and you were like, I flew here all the way from Abuja, blah, blah, blah. All of that. Is he not trying to tell people that you're wealthy?
Do you know what? Your point is so invalid that I'm not going to respond to it.
Oh, no, don't
It makes
say
no
that.
sense.
Don't say that. I'm trying to let you know the things you said, okay?
That I flew from Abuja.
Sorry?
Did I
With a
what?
private jet. That is what you said. You were trying to say you weren't showing your wealth, but I'm trying to tell you the things you said that made it look like you were showing your wealth, okay? Forget
If I
that.
want you will know. If I wanted to show it, you would know.
Haywire.
And I'll show
I'm
you
not
in your
trying
face.
to argue with you. I'm just trying to
Hi, we're not
tell
arguing.
you the things you did that made it look like you were showing off.
Okay,
That's
cool.
all.
If I wanted to show off, you know I'm showing off.
You were doing that.
Me living my normal life, to you, it looks like I'm showing
No,
off.
not to me. Basically to everybody.
Okay,
We're
to everybody
pointing
then.
out clearly.
Something we need to quickly take a look at is something you've also referenced here that was one of the biggest talking points of the season. So let's just take a look quickly.
The lovers, all the lovers in the house, you know yourself.
Can you get yourself inside my room? Let me take you up. Take you up. Let me take you down.
What's going on? Huh? Let me zip your stuff. I need to zip your thing. Well, let me zip your stuff. What's going on? No, like what? Because I just came here and then I saw you like you were bought out. So what's going on?
It's okay. I always...
Yeah, but I saw both of you here.
No?
I saw you and Kid were here.
Because he was going to pee too and I was here.
Thank you.
What's the problem?
No, I'm asking. You told me.
Nothing.
Okay.
It was just a coincidence, like we were going to pee together. At the same time.
You know, I always tell people like you can lie to everybody, but one person
No,
can't lie
I'm
to
not
themselves.
lying. What am I lying about? I'm not lying.
Okay, I believe you. Let's go. I believe you. Let's go.
What do you think about that?
Obviously, I wasn't so naive. I knew what I saw from the Erica triangle in the party, and now this is actually my first time saying this. I was just so uncomfortable with her doing that to Erica. You know, this girl was into this guy, and you're doing that right before her, and I'm seeing this. I just rest my case actually.
Katrina, there was alcohol there.
Yeah.
There was alcohol there. What are you
the
saying?
alcohol made her lie.
Where the lie
And the
was?
alcohol made her lie.
It was a coincidence.
What was lied about? What was the lie?
We just watched the
At
video
that point,
together.
you feel like if you wanted to do something, you would. If they wanted to do something, they would.
Say your truth. We're here.
What was the lie?
What did you think happened?
What was the lie?
Okay. So you're there. If you felt nothing happened, you're right there with kid, and then I don't know what happened, what led to them being at that point, and then you don't have anything to do with this guy, and you're supposed to go pee, and you're taking off your clothes right before him and shaking your bum bum to wee, and then you're coming out to tell your okay, excuse me, I didn't see kid going to the bathroom to pee, obviously, and you're telling him that you were there with kid to pee, like how?
Katrina, can I?
Okay, wait, no, I'll come to you.
Can I understand? So what are you trying to say?
Wait. I'll get to you. Neil, what made you guys leave the party and come to the bathroom?
I think
I'm trying to say there was obviously an intention.
what made us leave?
Yeah.
I know for a fact that Ozo wanted to pee. That was why he asked me, "Yo, let's go inside the house. I need to pee." And me myself, I thought, okay, I think I was having issue with V at the time that day. So yeah, as usual. So I just, I'm a guy and follow up.
So he told you he wanted to pee.
Yeah, he said he wanted to pee.
You didn't know anything was going on there?
No, nothing. In fact, we did not even see anything. Because from what I saw, I mean, I'm just seeing the clip of Nengi.
Ozo knows Nengi was not at the party. I'm sure we know that.
I mean, I get that, but anything, Pop? Do you see anything?
No, I'm not talking about what happened in the bathroom. I'm just talking about what made you guys leave the party.
Yeah, wanted to pee. I mean, you saw him going to the bathroom.
Was that why you left, or did you notice that Nengi was not there and Kidwaya was not there?
No, we went to pee. So where I wouldn't say issue, but why the question came up was, so as the clip showed, we literally just walked in, and then I saw her like running, and I was like,
what's going on here?
Yeah, exactly. So that was the main.
What did you think was going on?
No, like it was strange. So if just like anyone here, if you're whatever situationship, whatever friendship with someone, and you're close with the person, and you see that person in that kind of situation, the first thing you're going to, it's natural to ask what's going on there. And yeah, that's just what it was.
Did you believe her explanation at the time? Because it looks like you kept asking.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's happening? What was that?
No, I didn't. I mean, like, it looked, because, again, by the time I came out, I didn't see Kid there anymore and stuff. So when she told me, like, the kid also came to pee and whatnot, but I went to use the bathroom, came out. So one thing she knows is I always tell her, whatever you tell me, I'm going to have to believe it.
Yeah, but you asked a few times. That's why so it didn't look like you believed it. Did you believe it?
Sorry?
Did you believe at the time?
No, at the time,
her explanation
I think at the end of the party, I did ask Neil, I was like, did you notice if anything was weird or whatnot? Yeah. But like, I definitely did believe it. I told her, I think I used that same statement that I did, where I told her, I was like, whatever you told me, I'm definitely going to believe you, and that's what it was.
But you and Neil had a conversation, and you insinuated that we had sex.
No, I didn't say sex.
When was that?
I don't know. It's what I hear. It's word on the street.
So, look,
no,
first of all,
that never happened.
Sorry. So in the rule book, right, it says if you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing in the toilet, it'll be shown. In the book, it says you'll be shown, right? That tells you that nothing happened between me and her in the toilets.
So tell us what happened.
I'm helping her do her zipper.
How did you guys end up in the same space outside of the party?
Man, I need to go to the toilet. I drank a lot that day. Normal
Did you go together? Did you go?
I can't even remember. Like, I had a lot to drink that day. But what I know is that I needed the toilet. She needed the toilet. I think we came at different times. I can't remember too much. So what I know is that she needed help with her clothes. Yeah. And that's what it was, and that's what the video shows. So why everyone wants to get rid of the narrative of me and Nengi did something in the toilet? That's not fair on me. It's not fair on her. That didn't
I
happen.
agree with that. But what seemed a little weird was if it was undoing her dress, there was a moment where you guys were facing each other. So that seemed a little confusing. What was being said at that time? Because there was a point where she turned before you unzipped. But before that, there was a moment where you guys were sort of, did you see that, where they were facing each other before she turned and unzipped?
I could have been flirting, I could have been doing anything. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe you can help me with that. But I don't think she remembers either. But
did you know they were coming and that sort of changed your plan?
No, like music, alcohol, in the moment. we were just being our fleshly selves. But that's all it was.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have shown me trying to kiss her, or her trying to kiss me, or something else. Like, the video evidence is clearly right there. The only thing that you guys think is off is the fact that I was whispering to her or something, right?
Exactly. That's
okay, when I'm saying that, I don't
that's-
remember what I said, but I'm sure I was probably flirting, or I was probably just saying something, or maybe she can't understand what I'm saying because I'm drunk, I'm whatever. But like...
So how did you guys end up in the same space?
Honestly, I can't remember. We all had so much to drink, and I wanted to use the toilets. That's all I remember. And I went there, and coincidentally, he was there.
Literally.
My zip was hard. I couldn't even take it up as well. So I didn't even tell him. I don't know. He helped me zip it down, and I ran.
You see how that moment looked like there was an intention?
There was no intention.
What was being whispered?
I can't remember. It was that irrelevant. I cannot remember.
Actually, let me just on the final thought. You have always said, I mean, you thought it was a friendship. Did you think he liked you?
Mm-mm. Okay. I thought we were just friends. I thought we were just good friends.
You weren't giving me green light and you asked me to kiss you when I was inside the party. Do you remember?
The truth is, Neo had a thing for Keisha.
You told me!
No.
Neo, you told me, please, can they put it on?
I'll tell you,
You
kiss
told
in
me
the
I
presence of
can
everybody.
never, ever lie.
Kaisha, V, and Neo. Yes. I'm very sorry about that. That came up quite a bit. And you constantly restated the fact that Neo was the one for you. Why did you feel the need to always... What was it about? Let's just put it out there.
The way you said the question, well, I won't lie. I liked Neo in the house, but not anymore. And I knew that he was with V, and coming to the house, my intention was never to come to have a relationship. That's why I never wanted to do anything to like split them until when I was having it up to this level, and that was when I got evicted. Yeah. When I told you that I would have done something to like maybe show my interest in him. That's all. So that's it.
Chris, what did you think about that?
I knew Kaisha liked Neo in the house, and I even talked to her about it. I say, I know say you like Neo, as in you go break table for this house. Was the fact that, you know, it would come as giving me green lights. Kaisha like lying down on the couch of the house, and you come and lie down beside her and enter her
Neo would do that.
duvet. Yes, Neo would do that. And enter the duvet and all that. It would come across to her like, you know,
no,
and
don't say that. There's more to
okay,
that.
I'm talking about what I'm saying.
More to that.
So I'm talking about me, what I saw, and which I even remember. I've been telling you for us one time. Say, this is the way they do. They give this girl green lights. I said it to him, but he said no, nothing like that.
So here's what he said.
Yeah.
He believes Neo was giving you green lights
And
because
he
he would
said
lie down
no,
on the couch.
that he wasn't giving me green
So
lights.
that I'm asking you, said there was more to that. That's what I
Yeah,
want to know.
based
More to
on
what?
when he said that Neo replied that he wasn't giving me green light, right?
Okay.
You weren't giving me green light and you asked me to kiss you when I was inside the party. Do you remember? Did you remember?
Just finish. Are you done?
Okay, if you don't remember that one. Also, did you remember when you and Dorothy came to help me out when I was like kind of tipsy and then he kissed me in my forehead? You and Dorothy was there. Did you guys remember that? The third one, when you said that, let me just calm down. When you told me that you like the way I stare at you and the feeling it made you.
We have 3 clips now.
Yes. You said you like me. And even outside the house, not that I like you anymore.
Okay.
No more. Like, no more. I hate people that are liars, one. And then I hate people who try to play 2 girls at the same time. Okay. You better pick. That's why I told you I cannot be a second option. And I've never been a second option and I would never be. Okay. I told you that.
What conversation was that? Like,
really?
What led to that conversation?
Really?
What led to, I'm just asking, what led to that conversation?
When we were dancing.
Exactly. Now, what led to that conversation?
When we were dancing and you asked me to kiss you, and I said no.
Kaisha, I just asked you a simple question. What
I'm
led to that
telling you
conversation?
basically. So
now,
use your memory. Think.
All right. So,
okay.
Can I?
Ebuka, can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Just
Okay, so I didn't notice Kaisha liked Neo because she owes me no loyalty. Like, it's that simple, unlike some. But what's it? When I found out that everybody in the house but me knew that Kaisha liked me, including Neo, I felt like there was a reason why Neo didn't tell me. And I felt like it was because he was attracted to her.
Let me bust your bubble. Do you know that?
And no,
Neo
wait, hold
told
on.
me something.
So let her finish,
And you know, human beings will be human beings. I remember telling Neo that I felt like he was attracted to Nengi as well. And it wasn't an issue for me because he's a guy. And guys have their eyes around. So, like, it's not a big deal to me. I never made a huge issue of the fact that I eventually got to know that Kaisha likes Neo because, oh my, it's really not that deep.
Yeah.
So, like, the fact that somebody's celebrating right now, it's not that deep to me because I had a feeling that maybe he was attracted to her too.
Okay, Neo, express yourself.
About the couch thing, there were several occasions that sleeping was a thing in the house and everybody would want to drag couch and whatever. Most times, there were times I'll be on the couch and Kaisha will show. That will not concern me because
I would show.
Can you just chill?
I would show.
Can you just chill?
Have I ever approached you, Neo? The only time I would say I approached him was when I tried to dance with you, and that's it. But countless of time, Neo, you have been giving me eyes, you have been giving me body signal. Wow. You even had an erection when I danced with you. You did so much, Neo.
This is.
So don't pull that crap
like
with me, okay? Don't.
Everybody
V,
is here
I try to respect you a lot, but he told me that you were the first person to approach him. That is why he went to meet you. That he would have gone for me.
Wow.
He said so to me. Did you say that to me? Did you say that to me? See, I don't have any feelings for you, Neo, anymore, literally. But I really wanted to clear this up because you always act like.
Kaisha,
no,
when did he say that to you?
He told me that.
V,
like in the house, inside the house, he told me that V approached him first. How did I get to know about it? Did you tell anybody else?
I don't think V has ever really denied the fact that he likes it, but the part where you're saying he said, if not that he approached him, he would
yes,
have
he
come
told for me, like in my ears, he told me. I can't make things
Inside
up.
the house?
Inside the house. He told me in my ears.
Wow.
Even when he told me to kiss him,
right?
I was like, I don't want to do this right here. I didn't come to this place for a relationship, though I like but when I started to see all this drama, I got fed up with the likeness. Even if I wanted to do more with him, the fact that you wanted two girls at the same time just keep on making me feel like, what kind of a guy are you? You have to pick one. If it's V or me, you pick it. And that's why I told you I can never be a second option. Did you remember me telling you that?
So are you saying you never liked her?
I've never even said anything about it.
So how come like V said everybody else?
Now listen.
Neo, did you like me or
okay,
not?
Kaisha, let him speak now. Let's just hear from him.
chill. Can you just chill? Because
See,
I did not
Neo,
even know.
I really want to get the fact. I want you to state the fact that you did not ever like me and you didn't ever approach me or tell me all these things I said. That is what I want to hear. I don't want to hear any other thing. Neo.
Kaisha, listen, what you're going to let me just say, what you're going to say here is not going to make or break me.
No.
Let me just tell you. Listen,
Neo, tell me, did you ever like me or not?
How important is that to you right
Yes,
now?
I want to know because you
I
kept...
never actually told you to your face that I liked you, did I?
Really?
Did I ever tell you to your face that I liked you?
So what are you saying
I'm just
right
asking,
now?
did I ever tell you to your face that I liked you?
Neo, do you ever like me?
My Kaisha,
so did you say
did
behind
I
her?
ever tell you to your face that I liked you?
Did you tell anybody?
Neo.
I only told people that, look, Kaisha had something for me.
Oh, you didn't have anything for me.
Kaisha, did I tell you?
You didn't have anything for me, Neo. That's what you're saying.
Kaisha.
Neo, you didn't have anything for me.
Oh, my Lord. See, I sure say everybody come here to troll.
This boy is a liar, guys.
Thank you very much.
And
Fine.
I'm tired. I'm fed up.
Okay. Are you?
Feel you can have
awesome.
it.
Awesome.
He's a bloody you regret it.
Awesome.
This boy is lying. All the things that he did.
Did I have anything for Kaisha? Did I like her? Nah. Did I really like her to get... no way.
But how come everybody else knew, like V said?
Because it was obvious that she had something for me. So everybody would want to look at it that way, that, oh, she has something for you, and she's getting close to you. And then I wasn't.
But do you see where praise is coming from? What was the couch?
Praise,
What were the
now,
couch situations?
The issue Praise had with me was that I wasn't totally pushing the girl away.
So you let her on?
Not like I didn't tell her anything. I didn't say, oh, come on, because I'm with
That's
this
leading
girl.
on. You don't have to tell her anything. If you don't push her away,
maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine. But I'm with this girl every day. You see me have issues with her. You see how the issues get to me. You see how I'm going to run into everybody to complain about her. See what's wrong with me and this girl. But then you still had that atom space in your mind thinking that, oh, this guy actually has a space for me. I was dancing and she came to pull me, right? And then she pulled me and then she's like, why are you so fine?
Who said that?
Kaisha. I don't know why she's skipping all this, but the music was so loud. Can't they just get it up? And
I
then she was
heard
like,
everything she said.
you heard what?
I heard everything.
Just chill. You were not even there. Just calm down.
I was
Except
there.
you were in
I was
between us
between.
dancing.
Yeah, I was
You were in
between.
between us dancing.
She told me actually like
Katrina,
Neil
just chill.
belongs to
Katrina,
nobody,
please.
that she can have Neil if she wants.
So what does that sound like to you?
I'm just saying you
A
led her
desperate
on. You
person or
kept
what?
talking
Just
to
calm down.
her.
No, because everybody is here now to throw low blows and everything. And I really don't have time for that. Now, Kaicha actually told me, why are you so fine? And then I laughed. To be very honest, I'm shy. I tell people and people say, no, he's not. But that's the fact. And then she's like, why are you so fine? I'm like, stop. And then she's like, if not for anything, we're dancing. Don't get me wrong. And then she turns, she's trying to give me the booty and everything. I mean, everybody say and say we did dance like that for house, but. And then she's talking about erection and talking, I don't understand. You felt whatever when you were dancing with me, and I don't understand if it's like that. The size is the size, man. But to be very honest, it was just very awful that I never actually made one move on Kaisha, not one.
Tricky, help me conclude.
In my opinion, and it's not you're my own girl, you know. It's normal. It could be not with you, but it doesn't mean that if she's not attracted to her, he doesn't like her. You know, that's just all I'm going to say. So it's possible that maybe he liked her, but he did not want to have a relationship. I don't know.
And then,
but I feel like
if you're going to say anything, right? If you think about the first impression that she gave me, I don't understand. What am I doing there?
What do you mean?
Just you.
What do you mean?
No, but it's the truth. Now, with the first
What
impression,
first
like, why would I want to? Like,
I was cold, Neil. I was very cold. You were trying to talk to somebody that is going on stage.
All I'm saying is that, look, you know for sure that I never actually told you first. You know for a fact that I never told you that, look, I like you. You know that one. You're talking about
so just answer my question.
You're talking about kissing here
Neil,
now because
hold on.
everybody knows that now for party. I told you to do what?
Kiss you.
Oh, really?
Yes, you did.
As what?
The club that day.
Anything you like talk, just
you
talk.
told me, Neil, I can never ever lie on anybody here. I can never open my mouth to say something that what?
This I want to kiss you. Was it at the party?
Yes, like the
party that you came to drag me to that.
In
presence of everybody. Because
you
I
told me.
No.
Neil, you told me. Please, can they put it on?
I'll tell you,
you
kiss
told
in the
me
presence
I
of
can
everybody.
never ever
I'm not that
lie.
dumb now. Come on.
Neil, you are a liar.
I'm not that dumb. Check it out. I'm not that dumb, man. Don't
you
take
have
me
to
wrong.
be
I'm not
very
that dumb.
careful with this guy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you have to be very careful with this guy. He told me to kiss him. I can never make that up.
I can never
so you
make
kiss
that
me in the
up in my
presence of
life.
everybody
now.
Because I never even want to date you. Okay?
All right.
I would never.
I get it. It's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
I guess we'll have to agree
Now my
to
mama
disagree.
fault. You know for born fine boy. Now my mama fault.
Please, I beg.
It's all good.
When you came up as defensive, why were you coming off as defensive?
He came to me with he heard, and I'm like, go and watch the clip.
I didn't want to watch the clips. I want to hear from you. He came with her goons, like one is combing her hair, one is fanning her and stuff like that. I'm like, fam, not you, Bililo.
I'm not saying like, oh, you should have it in your mind like, oh, she's going to leave her boyfriend for me. But you could as well have it in your mind like, oh, she could leave her boyfriend for me. Why can't you think like, oh, I feel this girl's vibe. I'm going to like maybe do whatever, like to be with her.
Do you think about this? Because a lot of things have been said, even by both of you, about the situationship at the time. But for a lot of us, it was really intense, really quickly. Do you look back and wonder,
Getting into the house, I felt very much comfortable.
Did you notice other people liked him?
Yeah, of course.
So the show, you guys get evicted. Lilo grants interviews saying she feels like you... What was the word?
It was the interview with you. I said, so I'm going to say the complete statement.
Okay,
it was
please do.
Eric liked me because we always talk about like stuff like that, and he's my friend. And obviously, the moment he noticed like, okay, there was a green light, like Lilo is feeling me. He just felt like, okay, we've started vibing because of course we saw our first kiss on that Saturday night party.
So what did you say?
What did I say
in the interview?
Oh, I was like, he noticed I was already feeling him, and he took advantage of the fact that I liked him already. So yeah, that was those are my words.
Is that what you heard?
I heard you said took advantage of me or something.
Yes, that's what I heard.
It was my interview with you.
Yes.
I said he took advantage of the
You said you
fact
feel
that
like he took advantage of you.
he took advantage of the fact that I already like him.
Eric, when you came out and heard, took advantage of me and all of that, how did you feel about that?
At first, I didn't make any conclusions or anything. So I tried to reach out to her, say 2 days after I left the house. Because I didn't watch any of her interviews, although I heard stuff, so she said this, she said this. So I tried to reach out to her personally. So I give her a phone call. Yo, Lilo, what's up? What's happening? How you doing? She's like, she's good. So I said, yo, look, this is what I'm hearing, this is what's going on. And she just comes up, don't come at me without evidence, don't do this. Like, she just switched up. I'm
like really defensive?
Yeah, really defensive. I'm like, nah, that's not the way to go with it. I'm like, no issues then.
So you thought she almost, from the phone call, you felt like she was still blaming you?
Yeah.
That's what we felt.
You felt that way?
Yeah.
So why was that?
Blaming him for what?
If you're saying you came off as defensive, why were you coming off as defensive?
He came to me with, he heard, and I'm like, go and watch the clip.
I didn't want to watch the clips, I want to hear from you.
Hear what from me? When I heard stuff about you, I didn't come at you, I didn't ask you. Did I ask you anything? I didn't ask you. I heard stuff about you playing games, and then you said you kissed someone, kissed that person, and, killed the other person. I didn't come at him with all of those things. So he said stuff as well. Like, coming out of the house, a lot of people had stuff to say. Like, I even do you remember I was talking in the bus, I was having Eric's back. I said good stuff about him, like, while I got evicted. So, I don't know what...
Yeah, no, the whole defensive part was what took me off. Because I didn't expect it at all. I'm like, yo, this is Lilo now. Like, there's supposed to be at least a little bit of friendship, rapport and stuff. She came up so defensive. I'm like, no.
So what happened after that?
I wasn't doing it anymore. I'm like, nah.
So that was the day?
No, that wasn't the day though. Then we had an interview together. And that was the day.
What happened in the interview?
She came like, she pulled up like she wanted to win the interview.
How so?
Like, she pulled up like she wanted to win the interview. She came with her goons, like one is combing her hair, one is fanning her and stuff like that. I'm like, fam, not be you, be Lilo. Like, why are you putting up these stunts on me and stuff like that? And she's all like, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't have that energy for that.
How long after you came out was this?
I said about a week.
Yeah. So he crashed. The ship did not sail at all, is what you're saying, as soon as you came out. Yeah. So the phone call thing, do you regret that, how it played out? Did you want to explore things outside the house?
No, I'm cool with everybody. I'm not trying to have like bad blood with anyone. So
if Eric now, this is not, Eric was not everybody to you in the house. Okay. Because we saw this.
Yeah.
When you came out of the house, did you want to explore things with him?
There was a lot already happened.
Okay.
After I left the house.
So you were kind of done with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody good?
Yeah, good.
Good is a safe word to use. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. We set out to do this season of Big Brother as a lockdown season. It turned out to be
a lockdown season.
A lockdown. A love up. And
maybe.
Before we go, let's take a look at this fan question.